Yeah. Peace and Black Power family. What's going on? How y'all doing out there? Y'all know we got another banger. We got another one. All right. What do y'all think about the Chief X and the God energy? And before we even get started, right? Let me play some Snoop Dogg shit, man. Something smooth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Said the Bible is not the word of God. It's all a disguise. Easy bands. The Bible is the word of God. I crush your lies. Say cool, don't play with me. I'm banging on your weak foundation. What is your affirmation? You reaching for God, crying with zero validation. April 12th is the date you're going down in the fight. I'll show you that God is always right. Easy band. You say you gonna prove it, but the weight is too heavy. You was backing out yesterday. Man, you not ready. Yes, it's April 12th. You hitting the flow. I'm coming with truth like never before. No crying in the HOK. It's the toughest environment. Put you in retirement. Requirement in full alignment. Say cool. Yeah. Said the Bible is not the word of God. It's all a disguise. Easy bang. The Bible is the word of God. I crush your lies. Say cool, don't play with me. I'm banging on your weak foundation. What is you affirmation? Yo, easy, let's get it one thing straight. Slow down, say cool. You all over the place and beginning to sound like a fool. April 12 is the deadline, the evidence is mounting. You out here capping while I'm out here counting the days. You say it's not the word of God, just a book on the shelf. But the historical accuracy speaks for itself. You flipping scripts, run it back. On April 12th, I will be smoking on. Say cool, sa.neter, step out of the way and let me deal with them. Step out of the way and let this happen.
Yeah. I'm gonna step all the way back because this got to happen. It got to go down. April the 12th. Say cool versus Easy Bands. African versus African. This gonna be fire right here, y'all. You don't want to miss this. I know people got who they going with. I know some going with Say Cool because he's dealing in mostly of the African culture or consciousness. And Easy Bands is coming from a religious perspective. But by far, this is going to be a great one. Make no mistake. This is going to be a great one. You want to be in the building for this. And I want to thank everybody who've been supporting the debates, who've been supporting through Cash App. Thank y'all. Thank everybody for keeping my head above water. You already know. All of those who have supported, I speak to you. I speak to those who have always supported me through the years. I see my brother Suntan in the building. Thank you. And make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. Y'all been light on the button, on the thumbing up. Y'all been light on the thumb up, man. What's going on? That is free. If it's one thing that's free, it's that thumbs up button. We got 8 thumbs up. We got 42 people in the building. Let's thumb up the video. Now, I want to tell y'all something. I think I put my foot in the pot this time. How you said, did you put your foot in it? Y'all remember that saying? How the mothers would go, did you put your foot in it? I think I put my foot in this next song that I put together for Chief X and my man, God Energy. I love fiery. I finally found the hip-hop voice that I've been wanting. I finally found it. Yep. And I'm telling you, I finally found the beat as well. Passion. Y'all ready? Let's get it. Let's get this, man. Hold on. Let me put this up. Because these two right here, they gonna go in. These two right here is about to go in. Let's get it. Put your music up. Let's go. You gotta have sound for this.
Yeah. Prepare yourself to step in.
You gotta have surround sound for this, man. I'm telling you. You got to have surround sound for this. Pump it up, turn up your bass, and let's pump this. Because you know what? I might end up making an album, a conscious album, man. Because I'm getting better and better at this. And I'm learning how to get the beat. The beat that I got, oh my God. The beat is fire. Let's get it. Yeah, I'm getting better and better at this AI shit. For real. Oh, man. I'm getting way better and better at this AI stuff here, man. Choosing the beat, what tunes that I want. Man, I'm getting nice. I'm getting nice. And we're going to pump this up. Let me let it go. Let's let it go. Let's let it go.
Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump fake. This is the HOK, you get one shot, this is high stakes. The toughest environment, bring you swords. Chief X, a Gargan energy, see you April 4th. Chief X, the executioner, you talk about fire, but you're drowning in lies. I see the Hotep deluge reflecting in your eyes. Listen, the history's clear, I'm just reading the map. You're selling a fantasy, a historical trap. The most with every Berbers and more, not the Negroid myth you're trying to score. I deal in the science, the DNA trends, so you painting black faces on their Thunder Lewis lands. It's a reach and a stretch, man, high on the throne. This is God energy, you're trapped in the lens of the colonizer's eye, ignoring the truth and the why and the buy. From the heart of the Sahel to the Moroccan coast, it was African blood that we're honoring most. Tariq Ibn Zayed, yeah, the lineage is deep. While you out here playing the ancestor sleep, your scientific bias is headed for fall. In front of the HOK audience, you won't score. You saw looking poor. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Fakes. This is God HOK, you get one shot. This is high stakes. High stakes, high stakes. The toughest environment, bring you swords. Chief X, Chief X. You talking about the Moors like it's a mystery. What? While I'm the one exhaling true history. You try to watch the pigment, try to blur the line. But those conquerors were Negroid, divine by design. From the coast of the maggot to the Spanish sand, it was black excellence that governed the land. I'm banging hard and your logic is brittle and weak. I'm the lion in the arena, you're afraid to speak. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Got energy, hold your breath, GE, you drowning in the hype. Trying to fit a whole empire into one single type. The Moors were a mix, Berber, Arab, and more. Not a monolith landing on that Iberian shore. You're reaching for labels that didn't exist back then. I'm using the science, the data, and the pen. You call it God energy, but it's just noise. I'm a scholar in the trenches, you playing with toys. Chief X,
God energy, see you April 4th.
Chief X,
God energy, see you April 4th.
Woo! Fire. Man, oh man, that beat right there, I can't tell you how I got that and how I mixed it. I can't tell you. I put two songs in one. I was like, damn, that shit, I was just experimenting. And that shit came out fire. And you know how I do. I don't just make one. I make a couple of them just to see how it sounds. And I think I like the third one because the voice, I made 3 of them. That was the first one. But the third one, I'm going to play the third one. I like the voice of the third one. Let's get it.
yeah, I love you. This is enemy.
Yeah,
Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump fakes. It's the HOK, you get one shot, this is high stakes. The toughest environment bring you source. Chief Ek got energy, see you April 4th. Chief Ek, the executioner, you talk about fire but you're drowning in lies. I see the whole delusion reflected in your eyes. Listen, the history's clear, I'm just reading the map. You're selling the fantasy, a historical trap. The Moors will rarely Berbers and more, not the Negroid myth you're trying to score. I deal in the science, the DNA strands, while you're painting black faces on AI Andalus lands. It's a reach and a stretch, man. High on the throne, this is God energy. You're trapped in the lens of the colonizers' eye, ignoring the truth and the why and the bar. From the heart of the Sahel to the Moroccan coast, it was African blood that we're honoring most. Taribi Ben Zayed, yeah, the lineage is deep. While you out here playing the ancestors sleep, your scientific bias is headed for fall. In front of the HOK audience, you won't score, you soar looking poor. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump fakes. This the HOK, you get one shot, this is high stakes. The toughest environment bring you source. Chief X, you talking about the Moors like it's a mystery. While I'm the one exhaling true history. You try to wash the pigment, try to blur the line, but those conquerors were Negroid, divine by design. From the coast of the Magharbie to the Spanish sand, it was black excellence that governed the land. I'm banging hard and your logic is brittle and weak. I'm the lion in the arena, you're afraid to speak. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump fake. It's the HOK, you get one shot, this is high stakes. The toughest environment bring you source. God energy, hold your breath, GE. You drowning in the hype, trying to fit a whole empire into one single type. The Moors were a mix, Berber, Arab, and more. Not a monolith landing on that Iberian shore. You're reaching for labels that didn't exist back then. I'm using the science, the data, and the pen. You call it God energy, but it's just noise. I'm a scholar in the trenches, you playing with toys. Chief X, God energy, see you April 4th. Chief X, God energy, Chief X, God energy, see you April 4th. Chief X, Chief X.
Man, that beat is crazy. That beat is crazy right there. No doubt. Anyway, see you April 4th, Chief X, going up against God Energy. Chief X sent me a message to send out a message to God Energy. Let's hear that message. I hope it ain't a lot of profanity on this joint, brother Chief X, but I want to hear it. Let's go.
So, message to God Energy. So we have a debate April 4th. Title of the debate is, are the Moors who conquered Spain black or Negroid? Are the Moors who conquered Spain black or Negroid? Listen to the title. That's all you need to know. God Energy. You should have never accepted this debate. It's going to be a bloodbath. Why it's going to be a bloodbath, Chief X? Because you don't know my angle. You can review my shit of other videos I've made on this topic. Because first of all, let's be clear. Chief X was the first person to ever say in this so-called conscious community that the Moors who conquered Spain were not black folk. I was the first to make that claim. I was the first person to tell everyone that black Moors is not a people, it's jewelry and art. Nobody ever spoke on that or said that before I did. Now, God Energy, I see you as a formidable opponent who's engulfed in pseudoscience. That's how I see you. I see you, God Energy, as a young brother Polite, a young pharaoh. That's the niche that you come from.
Damn.
Exactly is.
Chief X ain't coming in playing.
You are very slick, and I seen you. So I said, you know what? I want to challenge this brother to a debate. Let me get him on out the way right now before he grow up.
Oh, man.
Let me expose this young brother Polite, this young young Pharaoh. Let me expose him early and get him out the way. Yeah.
Yo,
So,
it's going down. It's
your
going down.
ideology and your
April
thinking
4th.
and your intent.
It's going down April 4th. Be in the building. Y'all don't want to miss this. I'm telling you.
Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump fake. This is the HOK, you get one shot, this is high stakes. The toughest environment, bring you swords. Chief X, Gargan energy, see you April 4th. Chief X, the executioner, you talk about fire, but you're drowning in lies. I see the Hotep deluge reflecting in your eyes. Listen to history's clip, I'm just reading the map. You're selling a fantasy, a historical trap. The most women be Berbers and more, not the Negroid myth you're trying to score. I deal in the science, the DNA transfer, you painting black faces on the under Lewis lands. It's a reach and a stretch, man, high on the throne. This is God energy, you're trapped in the lens of the colonizer's eye, ignoring the truth and the why and the buy. From the heart of the Sahel to the Moroccan coast, it was African blood that we're honoring most. Tariq Ibn Zayed, yeah, the lineage is deep. Why you out here playing the ancestor sleep? Your scientific bias is headed for fall. In front of the HOK audience, you won't score. You saw looking poor. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Fakes. This is God HOK, you get one shot. This is high stakes. High stakes, high stakes. The toughest environment, bring you swords. Chief X, you talking about the Moors like it's a mystery. What? While I'm the one exhaling true history, you try to watch the pigment, try to blur the line. But those conquerors were Negroid, divine by design. From the coast of the Maggot to the Spanish sand, it was black excellence that governed the land. I'm banging hard and your logic is brittle and weak. I'm the lion in the arena, you're afraid to speak. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Got energy, hold your breath, GE, you drowning in the hype. Trying to fit a whole empire into one single type. The Moors were a mix, Berber, Arab, and more. Not a monolith landing on that Iberian shore. You're reaching for labels that didn't exist back then. I'm using the science, the data, and the pen. You call it God energy, but it's just noise. I'm a scholar in the trenches, you playing with toys. Chief X,
God energy. See you April 4th.
Chief X,
God energy. See you April 4th.
Man, it's going down April 4th. You already know what it is.
And your vibe is just like them two brothers. It is. See, I see you. I've been around. And you're going to get dealt with. Now, I'm going to tell you this. You may want to back out this debate because it's going to be embarrassing.
Woo!
What up? Aloha? Babs, Aloha, Thurman, Smart.
Man,
What's
you
happening,
already know
family?
Chief X is a veteran.
I'm just clowning around.
Y'all energy is coming in.
Sometimes y'all don't see my computer I be on.
This the first
So that's why I
debate.
be sitting at my desk.
We got Chief X in the building. Chief X, man. Oh man, you might take advantage of this brother. You think you're gonna take advantage of him or what? Unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Clear.
I've been in the gym. You see the back of them arms and shoulders? I've been in the gym and I'm ready for war. Suntan, step your game up, bro. Wait a minute. It's 95 degrees in Cali, sa.neter. I don't know if it's snowing where y'all at, because I know y'all had
It's
some
20
crazy
degrees
snow.
here.
Well, how many degrees?
20.
Oh, my God. How many degrees in New York, sir?
It's like 30 something.
Y'all need to get the hell up out of the East Coast and come to
Hey,
Cali.
Chief X, he gonna, hey, Chief X,
No, Chief, you might be sleeping on God energy though, brother.
Right. Chief X, he ain't coming in like no knucklehead. He
That's
doing
right.
research.
That's right.
I love it.
Yeah. Hey, what you say, Chief X? Iron sharpen iron.
Iron sharpen iron.
Well, you
But
better
God
get that.
Energy is a mentally sharp cat. He's very good with
I'm
his
gonna love this
with his diction. But you know,
Mhm.
I'm gonna sit him down.
Hey, Chief X, I gotta go against you on this one.
Suntan, I need
Huh?
you better put some plastic over yourself because it's gonna be a bloodbath.
Okay.
Wait, sa.neter, guess what, son?
What's that?
I might get arrested for child abuse.
Uh-oh.
I might beat this kid so bad they gonna come arrest me, Suntan.
Damn.
Yo,
Talk
if you beat him, guess what, Chief X?
What?
Unc is thinking about coming after you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Unc is thinking about coming after you. He said, you know what? I hate Chief X. If he beat this dude, I'm going after him. I got to get him.
He don't like your talking points, Chief.
Yeah.
Look at Chief flexing and everything. Now don't get beat up with all this flexing.
Right.
I ain't gonna be on here long because I'm going to go to the gym and I do swimming like 3 days a week.
You do what?
Yeah,
I
that's
swim
good.
3 days a week.
Yeah, that actually.
Telephone number 6.
All right. Okay. So what do you think you coming with that's gonna really grab the crowd attention and make them understand what you're talking about? Because they believe that the Moors were black in Spain, brother. And
You
that
know-
everybody in the conscious community. So there's gonna be a hell of a sources that you're gonna have to bring.
Hey,
You know what?
Scott, let me ask Chief a question.
Nah, hold up. You ain't hit me. Just ask him something.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to give away anything, but it's gonna be so easy.
Oh,
Like I was saying in the video. After my first round, unplug the internet, pull out the cord out the wall. It's gonna be over. It's like after I do my first round, it's like it's nothing for him to say. He's gonna have his mouth drop like Suntan gonna be like, I can't believe Chief X killed him with it.
If you do it, I'm gonna definitely give you props.
right. That's right. You got to. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Chief.
Yeah.
Listen to this, and I'm coming to you straight man to man. Now you cancels out the Egyptians, okay? And I ain't got no problem with how you think. Now you casting out the Moor. When do people look like me and you? When are we important in history?
Good question. Good question.
We all very important in 3/4 of the continent, which is sub-Saharan Africa. I've been telling people forever, North Africa, specifically all of North Africa, has never, ever, 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 ever been Black Africa.
Is that a fact?
Islam swept across North Africa from Arabia, Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia, all the way to Spain.
But what happened before it was Islam? Then what was it?
They didn't have religion.
What I'm saying is,
they were just Berber tribes. Berber tribes had their own religion.
Right. So you just saying through chronology, right? All the black people we used stashed in West Africa, right? We weren't nowhere near the Egyptians. We weren't nowhere near. We was nowhere near none of the things that were great.
Didn't even know Egypt existed.
That's
so
why
hold on, Chief. Hold on, Chief. What? Who is giving you this money, man? Who paying you to take away African culture? Look at it, for example. In Egypt, in Kemet, you see the paintings on the wall, you see the writings, you see they black, you see the big nose. Where did that come from, brother? Where did all that? Why are you trying to take that away from? Now, when you take all that away, what's left for black people, brother?
You know what? I'm gonna do something special for y'all tonight. Y'all tune in probably about 7 o'clock.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a little small presentation on stone carvings and the looks and what people they relate to. You have stone carvings in Southeast Asia, all of Buddha and all these people. And every time you see a stone carving, this is what you have to understand. With any people who has a flat nose, which is most of those Southeast Asians. When you have a stone carving, Black Americans in their mindset are going to think, oh, that's a black person just because the nose is a little flat. It's just automatic. It's just something that in their psychology that they can't get over, right? So there's about 4 or 5 different stone carvings all around the world with different cultures and ethnicity that black folk would think that's them. They think the Buddha head is them because some of the Buddhas have a flat nose. It just looks that way in stone. So we're not the only people with features of having flat noses. There's Egyptians.
I got a
with flat
question for you.
noses. And if you
Another
draw them in
question,
stone,
Chief.
yeah.
Another question. Would you say the Olmec statue, would you say that half them statues was monkeys and the Olmec head itself, the Olmec head F, would you say that was a human head or a monkey? Was that a monkey?
Well, you have several Olmec heads. You
I
have
understand.
Olmec heads that are actually, human heads. Then
Right. Okay, you answered it right there.
Yeah, you have a few. I think one is representation of a monkey.
Yeah, okay.
This is what Mesoamerican scholars say and teach, that it is a monkey.
I would say different.
All right, hey, Chief X, who is this?
Isn't that Osiris?
Yes, that's Asar.
Asar.
Do you know what his nickname was?
The Perfect Black.
Lord of the
Lord
Perfect
of
Black.
Perfect Black.
Why would they call him, the people call him the Lord of the Perfect Black?
Because they have Asar painted green.
Yes,
black.
and green only represents fertility.
So
that's all the green represents.
So why wouldn't black represent something?
Black did represent something. It represented the black God.
Right, it represented him.
No, see, you said
him, dude.
you said
Why would
you
they
said
paint black?
Energy,
you said fertility if it's green, but if it's black, oh, we're gonna make him black. No. So the black represents sometimes death.
No.
Regeneration.
That's European culture, brother. Black don't represent death in African culture.
That's whitewashing, Chief.
Okay, let's use the word regeneration.
Okay.
Yeah, so when something's regenerated, maybe it's died and came back to life.
What that got to do with black?
It has several words. So the colors are a representation of something. It's not a representation of his skin.
Oh man, Chief.
I'm sorry.
This might be hard for you. I mean, if you let God energy beat you in this debate, brother.
You know what?
Everybody gonna go in. They gonna go in on you.
If God energy beat me in this debate,
Unc and them gonna go in. The pseudo killer's gonna go in.
They can't wait. But it's gonna be such a lopsided. Excuse me. It's gonna be such a lopsided victory for me, sir. That I don't.
You being experienced and all, why would you underestimate your opponent? You being so, me and you experienced, Chief. I'm in my 60s, you in your 50s, but we know better than underestimate anybody.
Where you live at, Santan? What state you in?
Detroit.
Oh, you a Detroit cat?
Yeah.
He always said Detroit cats, they don't have like an accent like they have in the South or in New York. So Detroit and LA cats have similarities a lot. We speak the same and it's kind of similar.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've been in here. You ever heard of the Brewster Project?
No, I've never heard of the Brewster Project.
Wow. Okay, anyway, that's what the Diana Ross Supremes, all them come out of there. But anyway.
When the auto industry left, y'all went downhill.
Sorta.
So look at this, Chief X. When you look at this, who are these people here?
I don't know their exact names, but
that's Nefertiti and Akhenaten.
Right, and the hair they have is a headdress.
Yeah, but you see the cornrows representing their culture.
Well, I did a video on headdress just 3 weeks ago, so you should check it out. Everything we see is
years
headdress.
ago too.
So are you saying that these people here are not of hue, color?
Yeah, everybody in the world is melanated.
No, but I'm talking about like us, though. Us.
No, not like us at all.
Oh man.
You know what though, Chief? They had all those different color crayons back there, not crayons, but chalk. They could have painted them any color they wanted to. Why would they choose
Right.
not to
Now
depict
this
themselves?
this I don't think is red ochre, but a lot of the paintings on the walls are in what we call red ochre. Red
Okay.
ochre, if you Google, anyone can Google this, is the
I know what you mean. I've seen it before. I know what you're talking about.
world's first and oldest color. So they use it a lot. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, I know.
they also painted the women yellow. So no one ever puts that. No one in the conscious community or Afrocentrics ever put the yellow and white Egyptian women up because they don't want them images going out.
Oh yeah, they do though, because you know Africa varied in colors, Chief. We all know, we recognize that, but you for some reason just excluding the people that's my complexion.
Hey, Suntan, you know how you do this? Is how you do it
How?
using this logic. You listen to this logic, so I'm about to give you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want to hear. I want to hear.
This logic. You'll have Egyptians painted brown. You'll have Nubians painted brown and black. Now, the Nubians black is kind of representing their skin. They were a very darker people. Okay. So now, when it comes to the woman is either light brown, yellow, or white. You will never, ever, ever, ever see a Nubian woman depicted white and yellow like you see an Egyptian woman depicted white and yellow. Suntan, logic says they were different people. So if the Nubians are never ever painted yellow or white, that means that wasn't them. You get what I'm saying? So they knew a clear difference. So
yeah.
Egyptian.
But
I got one thing to say to you though, Chief.
But did you hear that logic though? You got to think
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
It's something to think about.
But you know, logic, Chief, you know, is more like commentary, right? That is what you know, what we come up, because we are very intelligent beings, you and I and the rest of our culture, right?
Mhm.
So our commentary most time is important, but when you get into a scholastic argument, then they want sources, right? But just coming off the top, we can just about evaluate things from our intellect, wouldn't you say?
You know, I kind of missed something, some part you said just now because I was looking at something.
Oh, okay. No,
Sorry, I'm sorry.
no, that's cool. All I'm saying is this here, Chief. We are intelligent people, right? So our commentary can be, I would say, 80% right. But if we want to get scholastic, then we got to get a source.
Correct.
Because me and you looking at something, if we not mentally challenged, we got our scruples enough to understand it and make it a decision, right?
Correct.
So I just, you know, you kind of set me back when you exclude us from Egypt, you exclude us from Moorism, you exclude us from all the things that was important to cultures. And then, here's the top question I got for you. Why do you think Jeffrey Browder would be, you know, making a lot of stuff up? Because Browder been there more times than you have.
I've never been there. I've never been to Egypt.
Okay, but you've been to West Africa and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So would you disclose what Jeffrey Browder is saying from brother to brother? Because he's not going to whitewash it.
Anthony Browder is biased. There's no need to wash it. Just tell it like it is. You don't have to whitewash it or blackwash it. Just tell it like it is. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, a lot of things when we talk
so
about.
what about this right here? This is on the walls, brother.
Right. That's headdress also.
It's not hair. You see the skin complexion.
It's not cornrows. It's not braids. It's none of that. It's a headdress.
Right.
Yeah. So it's not a wig, a hairdress. It's not an afro.
Like my man Suntan said. Why would they portray themselves to be someone else who they hate?
Right. It don't make no sense. And you go by logic, Chief. You said logically.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So let's use our logic right now.
Okay. So are we sharing pictures or that?
I mean, you know, I just told you, we able to discern things, man. We intelligent beings.
Suntan, for instance.
Yes, sir.
I've asked people to do this with me. Everybody declined. Like to see the picture. You see the picture sa.neter posted?
Yes.
You see the two before that?
Yeah.
Okay. So any of us can Google or cherry pick pictures and post them, and then pose a question to the audience. So what I did, since so many people are posting these certain images, I said, let's have a contest. I said, I can post 10 images to your one images of white Egyptians. There are way, way, way more depictions
I
of
would
black.
like to see you post one right now. Let me see some of your white Egyptians.
And I got something to say to that as well, King Chief X.
Just like it's hundreds of pictures of white and yellow
Chief
Egyptian
X.
women.
Right.
So if someone wanted to go back for image with me, I'd be going all day long. And they've been in stopped after
Chief
Yeah,
20
X.
but guess what, though, Chief X? You won't be able to show a direct source of those images. See, we can show you a direct source of the black images because it's carved in stone, brother. Totally different.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Carved in stone stuff.
Nah, you won't be able to show that. Nah.
I
You can't
guarantee you,
show that.
I'll out picture.
I would love to see that, Chief X.
Hey, Chief X, now you
I will
going a
out
little
picture
too
you.
far. Hey, look, you going a little bit too far. Right? Because I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. Us as black people, because I don't consider myself no Egyptian. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm consider myself more of West Africa because that's what the consensus say.
Yeah, I
Right?
agree. I'm not Chief. I'm not no damn
Yeah.
neither. I agree with you.
So why don't you agree with DNA evidence, Suntan?
I haven't seen no DNA ever to the
Right.
contrary.
So, what are you talking? Okay, you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel.
No, I'm not.
Okay, see, this is why I've told you that. I've said this to you 3 different times. Go subscribe to Chief X YouTube channel. You would be wise enough to not make these claims. Why not? What is wrong with just going to my page and hitting the subscribe button?
Ain't
What
nothing
is it?
I could
Okay,
do
so
that.
what? Just please do that, because if you don't do that, you're living in the dark and you're doing yourself a disservice. That
I was
means
on
you
your channel today. That's how I got the video. That's how I
right.
got
But
the warning
so
video.
Suntan,
Right.
that means what you're doing is you're only imbuing yourself and involving yourself in an echo chamber and a one mindset. You have to also follow people who don't agree with you and teach other things. So then you can balance yourself. If you're only being flooded with people who think like sa.neter, that's all you're gonna know. So why don't you
Well,
follow someone who talks the opposite?
hey,
Then you'll
Chief,
learn. You'll be
let me
more
tell you
balanced.
this. Let me tell you this. My intellect and my research goes to where I wanted to go, right? So certain things I don't follow. I don't follow everything, right? And I have a broad, square where I do research, and pretty much rather go where the people who actually been there. You haven't been there. You
Okay,
only got. Let me say one more thing, then I want you to come in. The reason why you saying what you saying because the European and the colonizers, they had listen to
I
hear
don't
me
have a
out.
colonizer. You don't have a
Listen.
colonizer.
You got to hear me out.
Okay.
They have the power to the power of press. They had the power to propagate and to permit propaganda all over the world. They had the resources to do that, Chief. So
Okay.
you might come up with 1,000 white pictures. However, you got to be. I would listen to Anthony Browder. No disrespect to you, but I would listen to Anthony Browder before I listen to you. I'm talking
Okay.
about and take it for
It's fine. Let me say this.
Go ahead.
Suntan, you guys have to update your thinking and update your mind. It's 2020. It's 2026. In 2026, my son just graduated from Northwestern Missouri State with his degree. Right?
All right.
Played football.
Congratulations.
And what I'm telling you is, kids, black kids, Asian kids, Mexican kids, all go to school now. All colleges for decades after decades have science labs. All these students, Japanese, Russian, Korean, Jamaican, Nigerians, everybody in the world in 2026 go to colleges and they write dissertations to graduate. They write in science journals and things like that. So in your mind, why I said update your mind, in your mind, you're thinking everyone putting out science, putting information in journals and writing dissertations. are a mixed cadre of people in different races. It's not no longer 1890 or the 1900s where other people aren't involved in education and research. So there is no such thing as the white man's science, Elder Suntan.
Who said it
There,
was?
no, but you didn't say that. But when you lay that, listen, my friend, when you lay that line of I'm listening to Europeans write this and that, no, I'm
No,
not.
you got it wrong. I mean the distribution of the propaganda.
You know what?
No.
You know what? Hold on, Suntan.
Yeah.
I used to believe that there was no such thing as the white man's science as I listened to Unc and Cedric and them. But no, I was wrong.
Yeah.
There is a such thing as white man's science.
There you
Because
go.
the white man, now all of a sudden, the white man gonna tell us the truth. He gonna be honest with us. He's been hiding all of our history and our information for
All the time.
years,
Say-
brother.
I mean, no,
And
no,
hitting us upside
Hey, hold
the
on,
head,
hold on,
too.
hold on. I'm not saying all white people do this. I'm saying there is a group of white people who have white man science. That's
Right.
what I'm saying. You see, and you need to
Is there-
understand that because if the white man won't treat you right, what makes you think he gonna teach you right?
Right.
Hey, I
So,
like
what
that.
you're, right,
Honorable-
so hold on. So what
I
you're
like
talking
that.
about, what you did, sa.neter, is just what Sunten did. You got your mindset in 50s and the 60s.
No,
Listen
we
to what I'm,
don't.
listen to what I'm telling you. Listen to what I'm telling you. If any man right now in 2026, whether he's white, black, or Asian, go to a science, how can I word this? Write a dissertation on a science topic, and they write some misinformation in it and intentionally miseducate people and blow it, they're going to get a F on their paper and they're not going to graduate from school. You cannot, in the world of academia in 2026, make up stuff and put it out there and just believe, because everything is peer reviewed that hits these science journals.
That's what I was just
Everything,
gonna say.
okay, hold on. So everything is checked. There's checks and balances to everything. No man in today's time just can put out anything and it just be passed as some truth. What he'll do is he'll ruin his career. It's the same thing as somebody getting on the basketball court and intentionally missing a shot. If you miss a shot intentionally on the basketball court and you continue to miss shots, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get benched and not played, and your NBA career is over. So no scholars in today's time, vast majority of them, let's just say 99%, in today's time, scholars are not intentionally getting it wrong and trying to fool people. They're trying to get it right so they can have a career. This is 2026.
All right, hey Unc, let me ask you, Unc, if Chief X beat God Energy, will you come out for Chief X?
I'm not going to answer that live on air.
Oh, all right.
But I do want to know what. Hey, Suntan, you
Yeah.
said I said what? You Chief X was saying something, and you said I said different. I ain't never said nothing different about them all max statues. I said exactly what that man said 2-3 weeks ago, and y'all howled me half to death. I said the monkey statues is the monkey statues, the colossal heads is the kings, humans, and that's it.
Right.
That's bomb fake
That's
squad
what
of
I
the niggas
just
saying
said.
that.
What did you hear?
I heard you said I said differently.
Nah, man. I mean, you went through that. Why would you? There you
I'm
go.
checking. I just want to make sure.
No,
I just
no,
want to
no,
make
no,
sure.
no, no.
Okay, all
I
right.
asked you specifically.
Okay.
All right, let me bring in Ashe. The bomb squad is in the building. What up, Ashe?
Yeah, I don't know what's been going on with Pink Face and Ankh lately, but what I do want to do,
We call Pink Face.
Pink Face and Ankh, man, they're wild. But when I was listening to the brother Chief X talk, man, he was referring to like there's no such thing as like I don't know if people was paying attention to me and King J debate at the end. But I brought out something at the end. I think that should have been seen as very vital, especially to the community, this quote unquote black community. When I went into the actual PubMed source and we actually seen that the science that the quote unquote father of gynecology got put out, as far as black women not even being able to feel pain, thus they shouldn't get as much amnesia and anesthetics, that's still being utilized today. You know what I'm saying? So there are these what I would consider very racist sciences that have been perpetuated, and people like to act as if they just went away, if they just disappeared, when all reality, and I'm pretty Sister Nepal would agree with me, that when we opened this up yesterday and we went on PubMed itself and we seen that even today, they still doing that mess. It's very vital, and I think it's just a certain level of denialship. And I also did want to tell the brother Chief X, I'll land right here, is that a lot of his talking points are just Hermetic theory. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all remember I had to build on Hermetic theory. You look at Pink Face. But I don't know if y'all remember I had to build on the Hermetic theory. And we went in on how it was the Europeans who invented the Hermetic theory. And that was the idea that Africans themselves were incapable of creating anything great. That when you look at the pyramids and these advanced civilization, that they did not belong to actual indigenous Africans, that they came from some type of outside Caucasoid type African, some crazy mess. And that's why I hear when the brother opens his mouth.
All right, let me tell y'all something real quick about. I'm gonna let you go, Chief. Let me tell you something about Chief X, right? Chief X is not a rookie in the ring in debating. One thing you got to know about Chief X, what I like what he do, is he write down what you say. So you can't say you ain't say it later on. So be aware of that. All right, Chief X, you can respond. I got my man God Energy in the building as well. Okay, you can respond next.
So let me respond to the brother, because the brother brought up some medical malpractice, conspiracy nonsense and stuff that went on back in the day, and this is 2026. Listen here. My daddy's a postal clerk. He was a postal clerk. Rest in peace. My daddy, as a federal employee, has the same benefits as anybody that works for the CIA, FBI, and any politician. They all go to Kaiser Hospital and get the same health treatment. There's no difference. Nobody is trying to get sued by not giving a black woman some pain medicine. No, it does not work like that. When you go to the doctor, all them vials and everything is measured, and everybody gets the same thing, whether the woman is white, black, Mexican, or Chinese. Nobody's going to prison and for malpractice and harm and killing somebody at a hospital just to spite you because you're black. Let's stop this conspiracy nonsense, okay? Everything in 2026 is logged in, documented. Nobody's doing any of these nefarious things. And you may have an incident or two where some crazy doctor did something, and we get that. But we got to stop this conspiracy and acting like black women is getting some different medicine and they treating this black woman different. No, they all get the same exact thing. When I went to the Navy, they lined all of us up. Black, Chinese, Indian, and we all got the same exact vaccine and shot when we lined up in boot camp. Not one person was separate. There's not medicine for this person because they're white and he gonna have this medicine because no. In the military, they line you all up and everybody get the same exact vaccine shot.
All right, Unc.
Yep. So there was actually a study done with some college students, and they asked that question and they flunked it. They was actually thinking that black people actually don't feel pain. But it's the misuse of it that burned me up with the pseudo squad. It burns me up when they do this. They will be having a conversation about science. When we say science, we're talking modern science because the word science is simply knowledge. So we're not talking about knowledge from 100,000 to now. We're talking about modern science. And when everybody is raging and acting crazy as if the Egyptians separated their quote unquote religion from their science, and that's the reason why it's called proto-science, it's ridiculous. They're unteachable. That's why, and I don't even like Chief X. He gonna beat the brakes off of God Energy.
Damn.
And Chief X know we don't get along, but for real, if you come in there with that pseudo stuff, with our shade, I'm trying to help you gonna get beat down. And I hate to say it, right? But the enemy of my enemy is my man. I'm in with that.
Damn, Unc, you just counting the young G, man. God Energy, what you got for this? You got this, God Energy.
You got to stand on that when he get blew up now.
Hey, you're not gonna get blew up because I feel. Listen, this is funny, right? God Energy, by him being so young in this show, you don't even know, right? He got on that panel. He had Chief X on something, right? He let Chief X get his way out of it, right? But fundamentally speaking, yo,
what did he have on? What did he have on?
I ain't telling them nothing because they disrespectful little young niggas. So I ain't telling them nothing since I'm hating. Now everybody know hold on. Yeah, listen to me. Everybody know the war that me and Chief X go through. So it's got to be something real drastic to make me say, you know what, Chief X? Think about what I'm saying, y'all. Because them little niggas say I'm hating on them, and I'm trying to help.
You just want you to blame it. Nigga, we gotta get out of here. I didn't sing too much. Niggas can't tell me nothing. That's why when niggas be talking tough.
Yo, I don't want nobody controlling my controls on my show, y'all. Nobody control my show.
You said finish my point.
I got to do that on y'all show, not mine.
I ain't do that. Listen,
I know.
I'm just saying, look, I'm trying to save them from Chief X. This is what y'all don't know. If you ain't right, he gonna get you. I'm telling you, yo, if you ain't sharp, if you got a little a notch of flavor of cinnamon and black algae, yo, he gonna take that little teeny string. He gonna say, I see the light. Oh, and you gonna unravel. God, then you gonna unravel. He gonna unravel that thing.
All right, Cedric, you agree with your partner?
Peace, sa.neter. Again, to entertain academia, and to engage in the rigors of science, the first thing you leave at the door is your emotions. When you interject conspiracy theories, outdated technologies that were pre-modern science, pre-peer review, pre-institutionalized structures, like Chief X was saying, a scientist today goes in that laboratory knowing that the rest of the scientists around him is attempting to falsify his work. If I prove you wrong, that is the highest level you can attain in the science world. So this whole process is counterintuitive. These young men rely on conspiracy theories. They're not academically trained. They do not appreciate academia. They want to make it up. They're sitting here full of emotion, no academic training. They do not adhere to the steps of the game. And that's why they continue to get beat down, bum squid, calamari cooked every time we have a conversation. It's that simple. So that's why I'm scary to watch. Pink lips. Let me tell you what it is. That's lupus cutaneous. Look it up. It's an autoimmune disease. It's an autoimmune illness. Can you even fathom what an autoimmune illness is and what mechanisms are triggered? Can you? Can you have the discussion?
All right.
I just want to say I 100% completely agree with what Cedric just said, and he explained it a little better than I did. Although we were saying the same thing, he explained that a little better. I 100% agree with what he said.
All right. Let me say this real quick. God Energy, under the sound of my voice, brother, you got what it take. I'm not turning my back on you. I see a lot of OGs right now just hating on the young G. It's that syndrome, the Willie Lynch syndrome. Hold on, let me finish. I see the Willie Lynch syndrome going on. Where they got the youth against the old and the old against the youth. Man, instead of giving this young G confidence, it's like you trying to take away his confidence, and I'm not gonna let y'all do that. I see the brother coming out with a win. I see him coming out with a W because this brother right here studies and he does research, and I'm not gonna let y'all try to dim his light. He got that fire and he got that passion. And I think Cedric and Unc is probably afraid of the bomb squad rise. I don't know. You might be afraid of the rise of a new sheriff coming in town. And with that, God energy, you there?
And now they gonna make me sing you some notes
You
now.
keep repeating that stuff. No,
Hold
no,
on.
if you say that, then I
Hold on,
deserve an opportunity to respond.
brother, hold on. You just got through talking about emotionalism. You just got through talking about that.
You don't do your little laugh, Cedric.
So
You
God
know,
energy,
you gotta
God
wait.
energy, are you there? All right, we know he's at work right now, so he probably can't talk.
Yeah, I'm here though. I'm here though,
All
and
right.
yeah, we could see that the hit was out. Cosmic called it from day one when Ashe said, "Call us the bomb squad." The memory of the death of the Amin Ra squad put us on the hit list, and
Right.
it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. And I even proclaimed I would be a better friend to you than enemy. I've never disrespected any of these gentlemen.
No, you haven't.
I've only defended the onslaught that they have put on me since day one. And ever since we were coined the bomb squad, it's just been nothing but attacks, attacks, attacks. I've never disrespected these men. You can go back and watch every video. You can go back and watch every video of the interactions that we've had, and I've never disrespected these brothers. I've always appealed to their scholastic insights to try to come to common ground with these brothers. So God Energy has never disrespected anyone. So the severe animosity to proclaim me as an enemy, right, is someone else's agenda. And that's what's clear. Chief X, I feel you are a worthy opponent, and I think we're gonna get busy and give the people a great show. But we're gonna clear some things up for sure.
So real quick, sa.neter, I just want to say this one. Let me just say this one sentence, sa.neter. It is kind of disrespectful when sometimes you guys are younger and you see us maybe older, and debates and going back and forth, arguments get contentious. You know, I get that. I may not even like Cedric Ortega, okay, but it's certain things you don't do. Like this brother up here calling me pink lips and pink face and all. This is like overboard, disrespectful stuff to somebody who's especially a elder. When you sit up on live and hundreds of people listening and you talk about someone's physical features like that, it's kind of like disrespect and kind of like dirtbag shit. You know what I mean? Like, so a God energy, you got to understand these things. When people do stuff like that, it's like, I mean, I wouldn't even do that.
Yeah, but God energy not doing it.
I didn't call anyone pink lips though. So whatever you say that Ashe did, I never did that. So your beef is with who your beef is with. Don't lump me in and take your animosity out on me.
No, I said who did it, but I'm saying you guys are the young group we're talking about as a whole. So if one of your or two of your group members do something, then it's the look on all of y'all. That's all I'm saying.
Well, anything that comes is only a reaction to this image that they still perpetuating to this day. When I went to the community of skeptics, they still showing this image.
That's just
so until the disrespect halts from the quote unquote elders, I'm never going to stop disrespecting them. They don't deserve it. Shut your mouth.
Let me say this.
Squeeds.
Hey, God energy. Hold on. Hey, God energy. I've never said you ever disrespected me. You've disrespected those who practice scientific literacy.
How?
Because let me explain my point, and don't y'all old niggas jump in. Let me say what I need to say. From day one, I've offered. From day one, I've offered fair critique. See, what they wanted was a free pass. They wanted to play, we young, give us a pass. That's not how it works in science and academia. It's 8 to 80 blind, crippled, or crazy. If you come in with some wild DNA scheme, right, I'm supposed to tell you the truth. I'm not supposed to lie to you. That means I care more about you than the rest of these niggas do. I hear all your mistakes, but yet the first thing God Energy said was, yo, you just trying to be a gatekeeper, meaning you can't take critique, meaning this ain't really for you. Because in science, you always get critiqued. The same with Ashe. I'm trying to tell Ashe that, brother, the reason Egyptians didn't have astronomy was because they mixed it with their astronomy, so it's called proto-astronomy. He literally cussed me out. Talk crazy, old man. See, this ain't got nothing to do with young and old. This is the conscious. Let me finish my point. This is the conscious community bull crap. when young Pharaoh coming in here talking about the 65 million-year-old pyramids, I tried to tell him the truth on 125th. Y'all let that man crash and burn. He's a silly nut right now. I tried to hold him up. Same with the bomb squad. Y'all literally got a foul out on me. The pseudo killers put a foul out on me because I didn't step right to y'all ass. See, I gave y'all some breaks. I tried to do it differently. Hey, check this out, God Energy. You know what you told me? The worst thing to say to an intellectual gunfighter. You say, well, yo, after you spewed like a half an hour of pseudoisms, right, and you really wanted me to, cower down and be nice to you, you say, yo, you'd rather have me a friend than an enemy. What did I say? I say, the nigga, I'd rather be your enemy. I meant that because you're an enemy against science. You're an enemy against Africa. You're actually an enemy against African Americans who are very intelligent. You're going to learn your lesson at the debate, bro. Trust me, yo. You're going to learn your lesson, yo. And the resources you're going to need. This man got resources. This man
I would like to respond.
Resources. So stop saying that I spewed hate. I simply said the things you're saying is wrong. That's it. I can do that. And I should be able to do that without being an enemy. Come on, bro. That's
I have 1,000% confidence in God Energy that he could go up there and he could go one-on-one with Chief X.
I'm gonna knock Chief X out the box, right? But this brother also contradicted himself by saying, when I said I'd be a better friend to you than enemy, you proclaimed I'm your enemy, and I mean that. Then you just tried to contradict that statement by saying, I'm just critiquing you. I'm not your enemy. And your story can't stay consistent because we all see what your real motive is. I know that you're helping Chief X and King J against Ashe and me because you said to Chief X, the enemy of my enemy is my man. That's why Chief X has this confidence. We can smell the verbiage. We smelled your approach in King J's presentation. So I know the hit is out, my brother. I know what it is. And listen, what you're pretending to do is exactly what Brother Reggie is actually doing. Brother Reggie critiques me in order to build me up. So I know what that looks like. So you can't come here to proclaim you're doing something you're not doing because I know what that experience is because I'm getting it from Brother Reggie. So stop. You just proclaim me as your enemy. You set us up in this stuff. You making AI pictures about me and I don't even talk to you really. So it's okay. Just be fine with saying, wait, hold on. Just be fine with sticking to your guns and saying, I got a grudge with God Energy just because, right? Because that's all that has happened. I never disrespected you. The first time you saw me, you came up interrogating me. Like, I'm gonna put the pressure on them, yo. And it's just escalated from there, And that's unfortunate because so many people are realizing that you are a hater and you didn't have to do that. So when you try to act like you're just trying to help me, you're not. Brother Reggie is trying to help build me up. What you are doing is trying to do intellectual positioning so that all the viewers view you as an authority source over me, which is why you keep trying to label me and do this intellectual positioning. All you're doing is putting on the show for hierarchical positioning for the viewers, and that's sad because you wouldn't have had to try to call him Goji.
It's on, let's get it. It's on.
Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump fakes. This is the HOK, you get one shot, this is high stakes. The toughest environment, bring you swords. Chief X, you talking about the Moors like it's a mystery. While I'm the one exhaling true history. You try to wash the pigment, try to blur the line. But those conquerors were Negroid, divine by design. From the coast of the Marguerite to the Spanish sand. A historical trap, the Moors were Marabi, Berbers and more. Not the Negroid myth you're trying to score. I deal in the science, the DNA strands. While you're painting black faces on AI Andalus lands. It's a reach and a stretch, man. High on the throne, this is God Energy. You're trapped in the lens of the colonizer's eye, ignoring the truth and the why and the buy. From the heart of the Sahel to the Moroccan coast, it was African blood that we're honoring most. To read Bibin Zayed, yeah, the lineage is deep. While you're out here playing the ancestors sleep, your scientific bias is headed for fall. In front of the HOK audience, you won't score, you saw looking poor. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump fakes. This is the HOK, you get one shot. HOK, you get one shot. This is high stakes. Get the environment, bring you forward. The toughest environment, bring you swords. Chief X, you talking about the Moors like it's a mystery. While I'm the one exhaling true history, you try to wash the pigment, try to blur the line. But those conquerors were Negroid, divine by design. From the coast of the Maghreb to the Spanish sand, it was black excellence that governed the land. I'm banging hard and your logic is brittle and weak. I'm the lion in the arena, you're afraid to speak. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump fakes. This is the HOK, you get one shot. HOK, you get one shot. This is high stakes. This is the toughest environment, bring you swords. God energy, hold your breath, GE. You drowning in the hype, trying to fit a whole empire into one single type. The Moors were a mixed Berber, Arab, and Moor. Not a monolith landing on that Iberian shore. You're reaching for labels that didn't exist back then. I'm using the science, the data, and the pen. You call it God energy, but it's just noise. I'm a scholar in the trenches, you playing with toys. Chief X, God energy. See you April 4th. Chief X, God energy. See you April 4th. Chief X, God energy. See you April 4th.
That was fire. That was fire.
Yeah. See you April 4th, man. It's going down.
You should have had the camera on me, Unc. I was pop locking through the whole thing.
Hey, let me get my man in the building, Rebel Rastafari. What up, man?
Yes, blessed Rastafari. Yeah, greetings to the panel. You don't know. A lot of powerful mind on the panel, and blessings to everyone and each one. And we say blessings to the people them in the audience, same way. Big up to the House of Consciousness. sa.neter, you don't know. sa.neter, you know, so you're bad to the bone, you know. Really bad because you take the panel thing to a different level, Rasta, because your music and the lyrics them you putting out is a big hype for the shows to come, you know.
All right.
Yeah, man, I like it. But I saying, I write down something here too. And I just say, in the debate them to come, future-wise, sir, we don't want no music in the debate. You play enough music on the panel for people to come with their music in the debate. I don't appreciate no music in the debate. We want knowledge and information. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I know that's kind of like a side punch. But Hank, you don't know we have to take it on, and Cedric, even though there's a scientific method which is used in this modern day of science, we should also consider sometime to encountering with the people about the logics and the philosophies, experiences, different ways of acquiring knowledge, even though they are not so-called the scientific method, because by us, we just leaning on the scientific method like it's the only way we humans over time acquire knowledge. So I'm just saying, hey, we can expound on other ways. Chief X and the one called God Energy. Yeah, man, big boss. So it's a question for two of you guys. Who came out with the word Negroid? Is it still used in science today? Or are we saying it's pseudo? It's a question for the two panelists right now.
Yeah, the term Negroid is an old, outdated term that they really don't use in science, but they do use it in forensic science. Like if they find a dead body, skeletal remains, they go through the process of trying to figure out the sex, age, they look at their skull, and they use the framework of Negroid, Caucasoid, Mongoloid to kind of figure out the person's race. But it's an old, outdated term. And the reason I use it, I'm not sensitive about these terms. I'm a Negro, I'm a Negroid, I'm all that. I'm black, I'm African. I'm not that sensitive about words because I know who they're talking about. So I said
Agreed.
I said Negroid because people have been having a problem with being called black, and they act like they don't know what black is no more. So I'm just combining the two, just trying to nail down who the hell I'm talking about. That's all. That's the reason why I use it.
All right. Let's move on.
No, sir, hold on. I never hear God energy take on it, and I got one more question to the panelists, please.
Rasta,
Yeah, I have the same take on it. I even mentioned that after my genetics presentation, where I was going through the craniometrics and referencing certain Victorian age sources where they use that verbiage. So I am also not sensitive about these things because that's why these terms change because of the sensibilities of those putting up a fuss about them. Even though whatever the old offensive term is and whatever the new accepted term is, they are both referring to the same thing. So me and Chief X are of the same mind about that verbiage.
Okay, and last question. We know of European sources talking about the Berbers and the Arabs and so forth, who they say you had converts of white Europeans and so forth that converted into this Moorish mindset. So tell me this. Should you guys put kind of like a period of time when you guys really accounting to, or you taking from the 7-Eleven account way up to the modern 1492, or like how you guys really going to approach that debate of chronology?
I'll let God energy answer that first.
I think each debater is going to personally make their own choice on that as for sake of their argument and the evidences that we have. So I expect us to cover largely the same time period. That's neither here nor there because we both know who we're talking about, the individuals we're talking about specifically, and the extended demographics as well. So I'm fine with whatever chronology and time period he goes to. I'm sure he'll be fine with whatever time period I go to.
Now let me answer this real quick. So titles are very important in a debate. Titles are extremely important.
Yes, it
So
is.
the title says, are the Moors who conquered Spain, aka the Iberian Peninsula, Al-Andalus, are the Moors who conquered Spain, were they black or Negroid? That's specific. And I'm going to leave it at that. That's not talking about anybody else or anything else. It's talking about the people or the dynasties who conquered Spain. That's very specific.
So where do you guys stand on that? Where do you guys stand on the topic? Which side of the topic you take?
I'm saying that they are not black or Negroid and never were.
Okay, cool. All right, man. I stand still. Blessed love Rastafari.
Damn. All right. So let me move on.
That's why I said it can be a tie.
Cedric, go ahead, Ced.
Yeah, so first let me address you, sir.
Oh,
Because I
man.
ain't forget. You keep making same erroneous narrative every time I address these young men. And there's a reason why I address these young men, because unlike everyone here, maybe I'm speaking out of turn, but I actually am in the NFL, in this academia stuff and in this science stuff. I am the one that's in the professional arena. I play by the highest level at the game and the rules apply. I work in laboratories. I do testing. The level of accuracy that is required there, the scientific rigor that needed to be applied, it's built-in discipline. And there's something about that built-in discipline in that academic rigor that triggers also you, sir. Because you think and want the ability to freestyle and make it up. Because sticking to the academic rigor to you is the white man. No, it's academic rigor. It is the rules by which the game is played. You don't get to make it up. You don't get to freestyle. There are processes in play. The universality of this work that we do in science, the universality of it requires that discipline so that the scientists in China can read my data and understand what I'm talking about. So yes, I'm a stickler for the discipline. I'm hard up. I do not allow for no nonsense. You either apply the academic rigor or you don't. Shea, for example, denies evolution. we got a problem. We're not having no other conversation. If you're not grounded in that fundamental principle, what are you entertaining science with? So then you come with conspiracy theories, outdated information, and you are misleading the people. You are regressing us instead of taking us forward. So no, sir, do not create a narrative as if I'm hating. I have more years as an academic and a professional than Ashe has alive. He's 27 years old. I'm more than 30 years in this game. I've written laws. I was a leader in my community during the pandemic. These dudes ain't no way they're gonna reach to where I am within the professional arena. So I am here not to do just the debate and the back and forth, but it's to keep things within the proper lines so that we evolve and get to where we need to go. Your job is your job, sir. Every time you match those Hebrews, you send them in the arena of science. But once they're here, sir, you do not get to create narratives. You do not get to do what you feel like. You play by the rules just as well. So please, do not create these narratives. That's not necessary. Let these young men learn, because this is the toughest environment, right? This is the toughest environment. So we're not here to hold anyone by the hand. We're not here to play with them. We're here to keep that academic rigor to the highest level. So as soon as you jump off the plantation, I'm going to get you. And as Chief X says, you know what's integrity? When he's right, he's right. When he's wrong, he's wrong. When I agree with him, I agree with him. When I oppose him, I oppose him, because it's about academia for me. It's that simple.
I get you. My brothers. I just, when I see the way y'all go at the younger brothers.
Let me get in.
Let me say this. I got one sentence.
Hold on. I see when y'all go at the younger brothers, it's like you try to take part away from them, snatch, and give them less confidence. You don't want them to be confident with the knowledge. And just like you, Unc, and the pseudo killers, y'all destroyed young Pharaoh. You destroyed Pharaoh. You destroyed SETI. And
I'm not supposed to do that?
Want that with these brothers here, because I don't think you can do that to them because they're stronger.
Let
me get my point in. Hold on.
I'm just saying, man.
May I please speak?
I got one sentence.
I spoke twice.
I got one sentence. I got one sentence. And then I can just go on. But I got one sentence because I got to go anyway soon. I ain't got to go right now. But I want to say this one thing. My son got out of high school, 18, went to college. Them football players didn't give a damn if he was 18. You had 24-year-olds on the team. They was there to knock his block off. Once you become 18 and you enter the adult world and you enter the arena or that football field, they don't give a darn about your age. They're going to crack you. You got 18-year-olds taking 24-year-old spots on the roster. Once you get in the ring, all that age stuff is over. So I'm sorry, but I hear you, though.
I agree with you on that, Chief. You're right.
I have a question. When did destroy SETI, though? When did destroy SETI?
Dang, Sod. This man get to scream my name a million times and I don't get to say nothing.
Man, you talking over. So this is my point here. There's a running theme and a running narrative. Unc do this, Unc do that. Unc is doing this. Unc is trying to destroy the youth. Y'all got to knock it off, man. I'm not here to let dumbass youth run nothing. I'm here to help the intelligent youth push forward. I talk to colleges, right, with intelligent youth. I pick up them. There's a thing called we have to galvanize our community. We have to protect our community against pseudoisms. So if the young people that's kicking pseudoisms, they get kicked out the tribe until they learn. We have a functional community is what we're working for. Dysfunction is having the pseudos run the whole table. We had a lot of damn pseudo elders. That's what's wrong with the community today. And as soon as I said something, Ashe and them jumped on the pseudo side. What you think I'm supposed to do with that? They was actually wrong and they supported the wrongness. So how we ever gonna get it right? Because I thought that was the mandate. I thought the mandate was to get it right. I didn't know the mandate was if you young, you can say any crazy thing out your mouth. Guess what? Our ancestors in Western Central Africa would not have made it if they let dumbass youth run the damn table. It was the intelligent youth that upheld the damn community in Western Central Africa. It was the intelligent youth that upheld the Nile Valley culture. The dummies got kicked aside. So I'm feeling like this, I think you do it on purpose now, right? I think the community is very, very ignorant to what's really going on, right? I'm saying is I've been listening to a youngster. We called him the young phenom. That's Ngozi. Brother Gump, right? Them two youngsters, right? Vance. They on the team right now, right? I never discouraged them. You know why? Because they was on their A game. I see excellence in the community, right? So when Ngozi said you was talking out the side of your neck, the man lied and said I went and got Ngozi. Ngozi watched sa.neter TV. He heard the mumble, jumble, bumble, bumble, bumble. You know what I mean? Gullah heard the mumble, bumble, jumble, jumble, bumble. I don't got to tell them nothing. They can hear it because they've been talking DNA sequences for the last 15 years. So you mean to tell me now all of a sudden I don't know what DNA is? It was the youth that helped big up my goddamn game. So at this point, man, look, man, God energy, you can say what you want to say. Reggie ain't got the heart to tell you wild out. He going to play with you, then he going to throw you away. I'm not going to play with you. I'm going to keep it straight. You either going to adhere to the rules of science and scientific literacy, or we just going to fight. That's what it is. And guess what? It's not a physical fight. It's not a fight over age and youngster. It's a fight over, do we have our information accurate enough to be able to compete with everybody else? That's all.
All right. Ashe?
And I have. Can I go after Ashe?
Yeah, brother.
After Ashe, I want to go.
It's first of all to Cedric. Nobody cares about your academic background. That don't matter once you step into the HOK. I've seen you do nothing since you've been in the HOK, and that's just literally. I have yet to see anything, bro. Like you overly emotional. As far as what I'm concerned, all you do is rage bait and use AI to make odd images of men. I mean that you're cropping my image, taking it home, and then putting it within your system and then editing it. And that's very trash bag type of shit. And then go back to Brother On a scholastic level, and I'm gonna say this aside, please don't ever say that he crushed nobody before. When the brother Pharaoh walked away from individuals like Ankh, he started pushing the Lamborghini. I'm pretty sure this brother ain't never pushed a Lamborghini in his life. He just sit at home and he hating on brothers at home who we can't get like. You sit there and you rage bait people and you make AI images and then you run the mainstream academia to try to hide you. And then once somebody get up in that house with you, you don't find out that you don't even know what you be talking about. Easy Bands can't dare forget the fact how you told him that human beings and animals are not different because animals have the ability to do science like human beings. But in the same breath, you have the nerve to say that Africans can't do science. So now you do sound just like a white man because now you're saying that Europeans brought science. Animals can do science, but Africans were incapable of having science before European contact. That's what you said. That lets me know that you're a coon and you got coonderia. So I expect you to squad up with Chief X. Another big problem that I'm having as well is how can y'all talk about y'all on the side of right knowledge, right information, any of that, when it comes down, but yet y'all signing with Chief X on if the Moors were black or not. Like Juan Garrido did not exist. This lets me know that you're just disingenuous. You don't care about scholarship. You're an enemy to the black community. You're an enemy to the conscious community. You are nothing more than an agent here, bro. You're an agent here, and you've been an agent here. Way back when you and what was my man name who you was running with? Garfield had the whole thing against Jabari, and y'all was saying, "Oh, Kemet didn't mean the land of the black," and then y'all brought in this white lady to tell y'all what Kemet meant, and Jabari still had to smash y'all on that. Like you've never been a superpower over here, bro. And now Polite locked up, you think you got it. Now Jabari doing this thing in school, you think you got it. No, bro, you're not going to get a turn. Now it's our turn. You're not going to get one. You're mad. You're finna get passed up again. That's the facts. I'll pass it, Si.
All right.
Hey, Si, don't all right that. I just think the young brother's taking it way too personal. Y'all heard all the personal shots. You know what you can't do? You actually can't be scientifically accurate. That's what you can't do. You can talk the crazy talk. What you can't do is you can't handle Chief X. I have never helped Chief X. Chief X will tell you. I've never called Ngozi on you.
We me and
Chief X will tell you.
we definitely ain't talking.
Right, we definitely ain't talking. See that, and then you called me a coon, right? You did that. You called me names. I'm not gonna call you, right? Because if I had to see you, I would have to smack you. But that's not what I'm doing. Because we having an intelligent conversation. So you and God Energy are spooked the F out.
Smack your daughter.
You're spooked out.
Oh, yo, come on, y'all. Yo, don't even.
See, my daughter. See, hey, you know, I'm not gonna get mad, but your mother's a bitch, though. How about that?
Come on, man. Come on.
You can't even fault him on that, but let's not get talking about people's family.
The reason I can fault Uncle on that is because he's a veteran. He's not no rookie at this.
The sister
That's why I fault you on that. Hold on. Hold on, I got you. The reason I fought you on this. The reason I fought you on this is because you are a veteran and you know where it goes from there. So I mean, come on, brother. It ain't gonna get nowhere.
I'm fine. Ain't gonna get nowhere.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, God,
that was wrong. That was wrong.
Nah, you gotta take that back. Take that back about my daughter, yo. You got one chance to do it, yo. Else we can never have a coherent conversation.
You said you would slap me. I'm not taking back
That was you.
Slap me first.
I didn't say your daughter. I said you.
Your daughter, a grown woman. I know her personally, but tell me you would slap me first.
You don't know my daughter personally, nigga.
All right, yo, we moving on.
This is the Detroit talk.
You know,
chill. I'm bringing in God energy. I'm bringing in God energy right now.
The sister was next, y'all.
Yeah. So here's how we know.
You're a scammer, God energy.
So
you're a scammer, and I'm a scammer.
Here's how he just said this on me. So here's how we know this is disingenuous, because nothing that I've ever said in my Out of Africa Genetic Reality presentation, part 1 and 2, was ever debunked, was ever proclaimed to be pseudo, was never proven to be anything. When you called Ngozi up, Ngozi didn't have anything contrary to say to my things. That's why me and Ngozi aren't having a back and forth, and me and him aren't debating. Right? So to say in any way, shape, or form that I'm like someone who said I meditated out of prison and teleported out of prison like young Pharaoh, or to say compared that I'm making statements like the pyramids was built however many million years ago like polite, those things are ridiculous. And what you're trying to do is use your platform to use the brand pseudo to make it seem like I'm saying anything near teleporting out of jail or the pyramids being 1 million years old. I'm far from that. We did the work to not be that. So you feeling threatened about the genetics and me dealing with science, you could have tried to take me under your wing if you felt threatened. But instead, you're doing this. And it's pathetic, Ankh. It really is pathetic, my brother. I agree with Ashe on certain perspectives. I'm just going to say it's an appeal to authority fallacy based off of being scarred from the pseudoism of the early conscious community. I had to look back on that era, but you lived it. So I understand the experience and the regret and you not wanting to be that way. Kudos to you as one of the old dudes who's making that progress. But some of us younger guys look back, saw that, and we knew not to make that mistake as well. So if anyone wants to go back and watch my Out of Africa Genetic Reality presentation, part 1 and part 2, right, you'll see nothing out of scientific realm was stated there. Everything I said was on merit. Every slide came from these academic sources, phylogenetic studies, autosomal studies, right? So just say I'm your enemy, I'm against y'all, because scholars do that all the time. Scholars disagree, and neither one of them say you're pseudo blase, because you can agree. And you even said science don't deal with absolutes. So there's always a room for conversation without either scholar being pseudo. I can bring a PDF with a scholar on one side of a conversation. You could bring a PDF with a scholar on another side of the conversation. And both of those scholars disagree, and neither one of them are throwing the label pseudo around. So let's just analyze this. And you're exposing yourself for being disingenuous. Chief X, I'm gonna knock you out the box as well. I ain't forget about you.
All right. I'm going to Genesis, but before I go to Genesis, I would like for Ankh and Ashe to let their egos down and apologize to each other, man. Come on, man. before we move forward. So the shit, so it won't get out of hand.
I'm sorry, but please stop the dumbasses, and don't ever say you will slap me again, and it won't go that way.
Okay, look, we're gonna try to get to the sister.
All right, no, hold on. Let me hear from what Unc saying. Unc, you accept the apology?
Nah. We're not doing it this way.
You older, man.
Hold on, yo. Hold on, man. Y'all gonna stop playing my age against me. It's a bunch of bullshit at this point. The nigga talk cash shit. And if he was in my face and talked that cash shit, I would smack the shit out of him.
See,
let me finish my point. Just like if I talk that type of shit he talk, he would swing on me. Because that's what men do. You don't let another nigga talk that type of shit to him. Y'all know what I mean by that? He went to the daughter card. Yo, that's all I got is my precious daughters. So at this point,
you just asked the brother.
Hold on. For decorum and for excellence is okay. But one thing these two brothers can't get away from is the goddamn pseudoisms. And at the end of the day, y'all gonna figure out, damn, that nigga Unc was right. So I tell you what I'm gonna do for you, God, NG. I'm gonna take one of your slides and kill that shit.
No, why don't you debate him? Man, the
nigga ain't ready. Nigga can't get past Chief Vex.
Well, we're gonna see. Well, hold on. This is what the consensus say. This is the people. I put up. Who do you got coming into this debate? And the people chose God Energy 74% versus 26%.
So, sa.neter, why don't you got Chief X here right now? Why don't you ask Chief X? I'm gonna send him any information, yo. Why don't you do that? Because God Energy is a straight liar at this point. Because now I got to get Ngozi on the phone now. So ask Chief. Hold on. Ask Chief X if I sent him any goddamn thing for a debate. He already said he got ready.
I know you didn't.
So why you let him say it then? Why y'all
let's let the sister go. The sister been waiting to say
something. All right, come on,
Hey, Chief X, did I send you any information?
All right, this is what I want to say. So 2 days ago, right, when you guys were doing the whole discussion on African spirituality and science, Unc said that he was willing to debate me on is there a such thing as African spiritual science? Is African spirituality considered a science? And I wanted to actually see if he'd be willing to debate me on that.
No, why don't you debate Nepal on that? See, beat the
you're the one. No, you're the one who said that you would debate me on it. Why would I debate Nepal?
Because I'm not debating on that.
I'm not debating that. I don't want to debate that.
No, okay, because you're
a woman.
That
you would debate me
on it. Because you're a woman.
You said you would debate me on it. Now you're backing up and saying
hold on. I'm tired of this woman
Because you're running.
Hold on. We're not doing this woman shit.
No,
you said 2 days ago. I said, is anyone willing to debate me on it?
It don't make sense.
Spirituality and science. And you said, I'll debate you on it.
Sis,
now you're saying, I need to debate.
You ain't even got enough debates to debate. Go find somebody to play with, then come back at me. Go get a paid debate and do well at it, and then I'll beat the hell out of you.
That's your ego talking.
It's not. It's called 8 to 80 blind. I don't have a problem with debating a woman.
That's ego. That's ego.
It's not ego.
See, the people get on this thing.
Oh wow! Sister Detroit, he just he don't want to debate. He's not. I hear you, sis.
All right, moving right along. Issa Queen, you got the floor.
You got to unmute yourself, sis.
African spirituality and science. What the hell is going on in this damn?
Okay, well, let's
hold on, lady. Hold on. Let's get Issa Queen on. You got to unmute
your mic. Where you at?
If you can hear us, unmute your mic.
All right, Nepal.
Oh, thanks. I'm looking forward to this debate. I don't know if when the sister comes in, I'll just yield. You can take me off the big screen if you don't mind. Oh, okay, got it. No, I'm looking forward to the debate. It is. Listen, I do want.
Keep talking.
Go ahead, Nepal.
I do want to make this point that I said before. Listen, anybody who says they've been watching, we know the position that the pseudo killers play. I have, which Cedric knows, and so does Unc. I've gone back and forth with my brothers and the sister of the pseudo killers, and they are always going to be in the community. They're going
You're breaking up, Nepal. You're breaking up.
Hang on.
You're breaking up, Nepal. You're breaking up.
Everybody.
Yeah, she's breaking up bad.
Nepal, you're breaking up. You're breaking up, Nepal. All right. Queen, Issa Queen, you there?
She must have left.
For this here, though,
Oh, there she goes.
Okay, let's
I
go.
was having technical issues. Peace, everybody. So, definitely good luck to all the people that's going to be debating. I really don't have nothing to say about that. I have something to say to Chief X, right? Because he made a very salacious statement when he was talking about Black women in the medical field. And I need you to not speak like that ever again, because Black women die at high rates because of the mistreatment that Ashe was talking about. So, according to the Institute of Women's Policy Research, Black women are 3 times more likely to die from mistreatment and misdiagnosis inside of the medical field. According to the National Institute of Health, Black patients are less likely to receive pain medication when they get lower doses. American Heart Association journals talk about childbirth rates, right? And then according to different medications, hypertension is definitely one of those things. Hey, ladies, is definitely one of those things that we get misrepresented when it comes to the medication. So I think that we need to start paying attention to that history and that information. And I'll land there.
Okay.
All right.
So real quick, let me respond to that because I think she's taking things out of context. What I was talking about is when Ashe was talking about conspiracies and giving pain medicine. When you go to the dentist, every single person gets the same shot in their jaw, the same amount. They're not giving no pain medicine, no Novocaine to a lady because she's Black. She wouldn't even go through the procedure if they didn't give her any pain medication. We have to stop with this conspiracy stuff. I was also alluding to there are no doctors out here just killing Black women just to spite Black people, jeopardizing their job and their livelihood and their freedom of going to prison. This is not happening in 2026, I'm saying. Now, I know there are disparities in health, but you and I choose what we eat. We choose if we want to work out. No one's forcing any bad food on me. I can become a vegan right now and eat kale or I can be a pescatarian and eat salmon, what I want, healthy, and my lifespan and my health if I get some health problems, half that's on me. Half of it's genetics. So everyone has a choice in what they eat and if they want to work out or not and maintain their life and their health, okay? There are not people killing Black folk out here in the medical field. You guys got to stop this conspiracy nonsense. Now, it could have happened a time or two, but that doesn't mean it's some prevalent thing or it's the norm. It was a rare thing that people want to use some extremely rare incident and then portray it to us like it's some normal thing going on. Cut the crap.
Can I share a source, Si?
Okay, wait. Can I respond? Because he's full of it, right?
Yeah, before we do though, let me just,
Hold on, everybody.
So let me be clear.
She got the response.
But I'm gonna let her respond, but let me be clear. So you're saying that there are dentists not giving women Novocaine to pain themselves? Come on, I'm not saying anything strange.
No. I'm not. Hold on, sir. I'm not about to play that game with you, right? I'm a grown up, and you're a grown up. And when you make statements,
hold on. Sis. I'm gonna let you talk. Hold on, I got you, sis. I got you.
Chief.
I'm just saying something before you go. Just relax, y'all. I don't mean any harm. Relax. I'm just saying. Hold on, sis. Let me make something clear before you respond. I want to make my statements clear. So
Go ahead, make it clear.
Okay, listen. I'm not saying anything wild. I'm admitting maybe a rare incident go down. But for me to sit up on here talking to 300 Black folk I am not going to teach no conspiracy to them like they're in the medical field killing black folk without consequence. That's not true. That's all I'm saying.
All right, go ahead. Responses.
Would like to come back in after her and finish what I'm saying.
That's
right.
not what I'm responding to. What I'm responding to was Ashe speaking to the genealogical history of how Black women was perceived in the medical field.
This
They
is why I
were
say
perceived.
2026.
Hold on, Chief. You gotta let him finish, brother.
It was perceived that Black women did not need this anesthesia, and he was talking about how that carried over into the system and the institution of it. So no, you're not going to find a random white doctor that feels, yeah, I'm out here trying to kill these Black people, but the system that he learns up under teaches that. And that's the same thing we talk about with police brutality and, slave catching and how they interact with our neighborhoods. It's the same thing. And to sit here and pretend as if Black women speaking to the fact that they're being ignored in hospitals is not a remnant of that first ideology of those first doctors. So no, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you about Novocaine. I was talking to you about something very specific, and you turned it into that to make your point that's not a point. Because the real action, the real statistics that are showing is that we are being treated differently in the medical field, and that medications can go by your ethnicity and your race, just the same as well as hypertension medication, like I mentioned, even down to asthma. Albuterol that I grew up on. I grew up on albuterol. Did you know that albuterol has lower efficiency with African American women and Puerto Rican people than it does other people? But they give that to us in our neighborhood. So yes, there's a conversation to be had. So if that's not what you're saying, I can understand that, but maybe you should change what you're saying to align with what's really happening out there. And I land. Thank you.
Okay, I gotta get in here. Okay, there are definitely race disparities. We know that. It's beyond the medical field. We live in a society where there are racial constructs. I talked about this before. They are studied. There's a field, genomics. We know that there are disparities, but guess what? You know who's pointing out those disparities, everybody? Drum roll. The same healthcare system that you're saying is against us. They are the ones pointing it out, they're saying, oh, there are some stark disparities. Black people are being treated differently. So we can't say, oh, they're against us, when they are the ones doing the research and saying, we have to do the research on the pharmacology and the genomics, because we see that not just Blacks, Asians, Eastern Europeans, everybody is reacting differently. Then there's age discrimination. And I'm not trying to discount the disparities with our people. Yes, because we know we have a history in our society with all the things that happen. So with that said, because you keep I keep hearing Ashe and God Energy throw out, the Sims with his horrific research that he's done on Black women in slavery. True. Unfortunately, that happened. It's sad. We still know that women are going to the gynecologist and lives are being saved. I'm not trying to minimize what happened. My point is,
your mic dropped. Your mic dropped.
I know. It's always my mic with StreamYard. Oh my God. It's so sad. Okay, my point is, we're not going to sit up here and tell Black people, don't can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we hear you. I don't think you can hear me now.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
I'm gonna part, but I need to set this straight. You guys aren't dropping coconuts on our head talking about there's disparities in healthcare. However, healthcare is not discriminating against Black people. It's the individuals within the system. I will say it again and then hand the mic over. You can go to JAMA, you can go to all of the medical research and information and see they're the ones putting the spotlight on it for you to pick up the information and find out yourself that they are saying we have some racism and disparities against blacks in healthcare. So that system that you say is so evil against us is the ones doing the research and showing us that there are differences. That's all I'll say.
Okay, I want Cedric to
I would like to.
Cedric.
May I speak, sa.neter?
Hold on, real quick. I want Cedric to piggyback. Hold on, I want Cedric to piggyback, but I do want to say this because both. Hold on. Wait, let me just say.
sa.neter, may I
I'm gonna be
speak?
done.
I don't know
I
why
got
you
two
doing
sentences.
this.
I got 2 sentences. Trust me.
You said you had 2 sentences.
No, I'm not. I could have been done right now. Just work with me. I'm not a dishonest person. Let your emotions go. I got you. Listen. Ashe and she, this Queenie girl at the bottom, I'm not sure of her name, don't mean no disrespect, said the system teaches that. I'm 56 years old. My sister's an RN nurse. My ex-girlfriend has a PhD in vision science. The system has never taught in my lifetime that black women don't feel pain. You can't find this in any books in school today in 2026, I was saying. What you guys are talking about is stuff way back in the day in some medical malpractices. I'm talking about 2026, okay? No system teaches black women don't need pain medicine. Stop lying to black folk. Go ahead, Cedric.
Wait, hold on. He don't get to pass the mic to
No.
Cedric. May I speak, sa.neter?
Go ahead, Ashe.
Yeah, so I just want to share my screen. And before I say anything, I want to say this to my sister Nepal and to the whole family at home. Me, God, Energy, Issa Queen, and anybody who aligns up with us are not saying that mainstream science is evil and that it's out to get you. I even put that out of my premise, and when I had to debate against King J. I'm not against modern science, right? But I was letting King J know what the existence of modern science does not negate the existence of African science and the antiquated science that the Africans had on the continent as well. So we're not sitting here telling you, oh, science is evil. Every scientist is evil and trying to kill you. No, that would be a conspiracy. But what I did put out is just the facts, right? And the facts is what we can't get away with. So I don't know if this is a conspiracy, Chief X, but this will be the National Library of Medicine. And I'm not trying to drop a bomb on anybody's head, but it's not a lot of people in our community actually bringing this information out. Not the white doctors, black doctors, or whoever else is in the medical industry. They're not letting us know. A lot of people, first time is hearing it from God Energy, Issa Queen, Brother Ashe. For real, for real.
True.
Because if we
absolutely
leave it up,
ridiculous.
let's not talk over me. Because if we leave it up to individuals like Chief X, it'll be left as a conspiracy, and you'll think that Ashe's making it all up. It's a queen, she's making it all up. So it says right here, highlighted, extent research has shown that relative to white patients, black patients are less likely to be given pain medications. That could even be Novocaine. If given pain medication, they receive lower quantities on a scale of 1 to 10. For example, in retrospective study, found that black patients were significantly less likely than white patients to receive analgesics for extremity fractures in the emergency room, 57% versus 74%, despite having similar self-reports of pain. This disparity in pain treatment is true even among young children. So the pendulum goes right between both ways. For instance, a study of nearly 1 million children, 1 million children diagnosed with appendicitis revealed that relative to white patients, black patients were less likely to receive any pain medication for moderate pain and were less likely to receive opioids, the appropriate treatment for severe pain, which would be on a scale of 6. So if that's a conspiracy, then I guess I'm the conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, you took what you read out of context. See, certain things you were talking about pain medicines you even read it. You said for minor things. A lot of times people have a choice and they'll turn down the medicine because of their scariness in their head, because of their paranoia. That's what you were talking about. Go ahead, Sid.
Before you go, Cedric, wait. I just want to ask Ashe, what's the source? What's the paper? What's the paper you just read from?
That's going to be Library of Medicine. I got you.
Library of Medicine. My point.
the title.
No, it's fine. It's PubMed or something. This is the point. You didn't hear, Ashe. The people who are pointing these disparities out are actually the medical field.
No problem.
It's the scientists. So I heard what you said. We're not saying, and no, you're not bringing this out. We've been talking about this. They talked about it before I came to this community. Black people have been having this conversation for a long time. We already know these things, but the ones that are pointing it out are actually the healthcare system. The ones that are doing the research on the differences between genetics with the pharmacology and studying it is the scientific healthcare system. They're the ones that are pointing it out to us. You say, oh, we don't think that. Well, so then what are you saying? Because guess who's working in these hospitals administering the medication or not giving the medication? Black people too. You get it? So yes, a lot of Black women nurses. And let me say this, it is an individual societal thing. It is not a scientific healthcare thing. So kudos again to the healthcare system that's staying on top of this and pointing it out. So Ashe can pull an article and come in and tell us about it.
No.
So that's the point. No, you're just waiting to talk. I'm not done talking. You're waiting to talk. I'm almost done. You're waiting to talk because you have the nerve. See, this isn't about age. You just got here. This is what we don't like. It's not your age. We feel, the whole community feels slighted when somebody has the audacity to come in here and tell us that you told us that we don't know that there are disparities in healthcare between Blacks and whites.
I never said that. She pointed a false narrative. You
said no one's bringing this information out. Why do you always cut me off? Why do you always talk over me? Why do you always talk over me? You actually said God Energy, Issa Queen, and I are the ones who bring this out. I don't see anyone else doing it. That's the problem that Ankh and everybody has who's been doing the work, and me and everybody sitting in here. We don't mind you coming in. It just kind of rubs us the wrong way. Hey, real quick, you have a real problem with me talking. Why didn't you stop? You have a real problem. You have a real problem with me talking. You do. You have a real problem when I know I get you, and that's okay because you need to get God. See, I'm going to be on my indigenous Black man right now, and everybody else can join me. You ain't coming in here showing us nothing new, because once you do, we'll let you know. Now, again, there are disparities in healthcare. We already been talked about Sims. The statue's been taken down. I don't know if you know it, in the park. We know these things, and I'm glad we're talking about it. But you're not coming in here acting like you were bringing this great information and all of you didn't know until we came in as Moses and Jesus with the tablets. You don't know that there are disparities in healthcare because of societal reasons at the base level, not because of healthcare, not because of medication, not because of science. And you're going to act like you didn't say that, but that's what you're trying to push. Now I'm going to say this to you and Issa Queen. I'm a part. I'm going to say this to my sister Issa Queen and you and God Energy. What is your problem with healthcare? Because I know Black people are working there and they're the ones not giving the medication. Let's talk about that. Go ahead.
I'm gonna be quick. Because I know y'all want to get in.
I didn't speak on this topic.
I would love to respond to the conversation that I brought up because I've been very patient with you guys.
I'm 2 seconds. I'm out the way.
We don't got
a problem with healthcare. I brought the facts up. He denied them. And he continued to deny them. And I didn't see you, or Cedric, nobody here speaking when he was sitting up denying them. And now that I brought the fork and brought the source up, now you want to come Captain Save Chief X. No, he was sitting up here denying. He was denying them. He was denying that there was atrocities going on within the medical field. He was saying it was that I'm up here creating a conspiracy theory. So that's why it's not a problem. No, that wasn't even the conversation we was having. But once he denied that, that's when we had to double down and let him know, nah, bro, you in the wrong for denying the very existence of these things. Like I said, I'm 2 seconds. I'm out the way.
All right. Issa Queen, go ahead.
Man, you skipped Cedric.
I appreciate you. Yes, that
Roger.
is the problem, right? Because we got to start the conversation from the beginning. The conversation would have never came up if he didn't deny this actual thing that is happening within the medical field. And the ground basis societal thing that you won't say is the thing is called racism, right? Racism encompasses all parts of our America because our America was built on racism. So yes, you will see science, racist science, and you will also see science correcting it. I talk about that all the time. You didn't mention anything new, right? And you're basically building a whole narrative based on something that I didn't say. I came up here to speak to what was being spoken on and to give clarity to where there was none. That was it. That has nothing to do about how I feel about the medical field with my doctor uncle and my nurses for aunts. And also, I do know about, Black women being ignored inside of the healthcare. So, like, I feel like the whatever narrative you just built, Nepal, it was really baseless because it didn't start from the beginning of the conversation when the brother Chief X was saying that all of it was fake to begin with. And I land.
All right, Cedric, go ahead.
So again, I'm going to stick to academic discipline.
I want to be clear with the sister.
No, Cedric, go ahead, brother.
Okay, so the discussion was science, and Ashay started to claim malpractice within the realm of science. Chief X illustrated, no, this is not the science. You're wrong. This is not institutional. This is not taught. There is no science being taught that Black people can get less medication, etc. Nepal came in and created clarity. You're confusing medicine with healthcare. And even when you do that, it's the healthcare that is exposing that disparity. So the flim flam was in full effect. Right? And again, this is because of the lack of academic rigor. I mean, the brother just tried to deny or disqualify academia, which I already alluded to. So he's being super pseudo. He wants to engage with academia and science without acknowledging academia. You know why? Because he wants the ability to make it up. He wants to do the flim flam. I could talk slick and I could do the polite and I can attach this to that. And polite was a pseudo. And you're admitting that you want to be a super pseudo. You admitted that. So you have disqualified yourself from ever addressing me for real. You are anti-academic. You are anti-academia, and it's illustrated in your inability to show the discipline to categorize the conversation that we're having. So you came in with a straw man, Nepal corrected you, and subsequently you double down on the straw man as if you're not dealing with intellectually capable people up here. So stop the flim flam, boy. You're disqualifying yourself every time you open.
Let me ask you a question, Cedric. When you call people a pseudo, does that mean they don't have information?
No.
No.
I'm talking to Cedric, brother.
No.
Because when you hold on. Because you outright called Polite a pseudo, but Polite could beat all of y'all in a debate. All of you.
Who? Man, shut up, man.
At the same time.
Y'all big up in that pedophile yo right now.
This is the toughest environment.
Hold on. Every time I say something and it hits you, that's why y'all can't control yourself. You called Polite a pseudo, but guess what? Polite will whip all of you. All of you. I'm telling you what I see, what I know. I'm telling you what I see, bro.
What's wrong with you? It's my turn.
What's wrong with me?
Okay,
No, it's Nepal go. Let Nepal go. And then I got you. I got to get God energy back up in here.
Okay, but it was my turn. Come on, bro. I'm being quiet. Let Nepal go, yo. Come on, man.
Nepal, you there?
Okay,
go ahead.
Unc, this is Unc. You can go for sure. I just wanted to say to the sister, I just heard him say your name and God energy, same thing. That's what I want to make the point. Your buddy brought you up. That's why I brought your names up. Okay, go ahead, Unc.
So I think what we have here is a failure to communicate. And if they hear what the hell's going on. You know, and I know Polite never wanted to debate me, bro. You know that. So why are you playing in front of the audience now, sa.neter? Nigga don't want to debate against science, yo, because science always win, and the crowd, which is ignorant of science, say he won. How many times has that happened? I don't even debate to win. I debate to teach. So y'all can rewind this tape. What I said out my mouth was, I said, Ashe, that's an old study, little nigga. I said, I've been talked about the medical students and the lay people. That's the article he read from. It was medical students.
Please stop
and
calling
lay
me a
people.
little N-word because
She's
I
a
don't
little
want to call you
nigga.
an old one.
Okay, but you've been doing that.
Let's stop that. Come on, man.
What you mean stop that? The nigga said it 1,000 times. I'm an old nigga, so I said he a little nigga named Klein. Okay, I thought this was the toughest environment.
This is. Go ahead, do your thing.
Let's act like it. So I'm the human being on this show to say, yes, that's the study with the medical students, right? And it was in their school that gave them the test, and they failed it thinking that Black people had a higher threshold for pain. It was me. You know why it was me? Because we've been talked about this. These dudes ain't bring nothing new, but a new twist to pseudoisms, and y'all not listening to me. So why don't y'all ask Reggie? See, I'll get Reggie up here and say, Reggie, do they know what the hell they talking about? See, y'all scared to ask people the tough questions. God energy, this is what you're going to stop doing. You're going to stop lying to these people, bro. And you know what you keep lying to these people with? Your first lie was that I'm helping Chief X in the damn debate. It might be Reggie helping Chief X in the damn debate. See, you don't know this community. Next one is, I never called Ngozi on you, bro. I can handle you. So you keep promoting that wild lie, yo. And it's unthinkable why you keep lying to me. So I'm going to ask you this one question. Yo, why you so spooked out and you acting like I need to call people for you, little nigga?
I'm stupid, man. Yo, man. Hey, real quick, right?
He keep leading with the shit like it really happened. Like I really send Chief X some information. Like I really
all right, man. You already dealt with that, right?
I know but y'all keep running past the stop sign. The thing is, if we're honest, right, then why is this man allowed to promote lies like this? Why he keeps saying it? Now I gotta go get Reggie. Chief X, did I steal you any information for this damn debate, bro? I'm gonna ask you.
We already know that. I know that. I know you did.
No. Hey, don't do me like that. I'm gonna ask you, Chief X. Chief X, have I tried to reach out to you and help you in this damn debate, bro?
No, me and Ankh do not talk, but
I know that, man.
I say just likes to lie.
No, that was God Energy said that.
Oh, okay.
God Energy lied and
They
said,
like my
I know
name.
it. Them niggas is I'm saying these little niggas right here are little liars.
Hey, yo, hold on.
If you hold on, yo. If you start out lying, you're gonna end out lying. So what are they really lying about, ladies and gentlemen? See, what are they lying to us about?
Hey, me and God Energy be having presentation after presentation.
Hold on. I want to show you the type of sucker Tony Mason is. Tony Mason. You see what he put up on the screen? I got it on the screen. sa.neter big up a man in jail for touching on a young girl. That's what he put. I'll let that sit for a minute.
That's kind of misleading, very misleading.
Right. There you go. That's the type of bitch niggas that we have in the community. So let me block this punk because he's definitely not for me. He's not over here for me. So let me block this creep. Let me get him up out of here.
I do want to say something.
Let me say it.
Hold on, I'm talking, y'all. Now I want to say, how many white people, white professors, white scholars, white teachers have we bigged up on channels, on YouTube? Huh? When they raped our mothers, kidnapped our children, huh? Enslaved our ancestors, but we big them up and we give them credit for their information. You see? That's what I'm saying when you got bitch niggas that try to down someone else. But that was misleading, like you said, Chief X. So that's why that nigga got to get the hell up out of here.
I wanted to double down on the fact that I was misleading. Yeah, I wanted to double down on the fact that that statement was whole misleading. At no point was that the situation. We were talking about debating skills.
Right,
It was
right.
a conversation. Come on, keep it in context, folks. Now you don't need to do that.
So
Let
real
me
quick,
go with Ngolo. Ngolo been patient. Go ahead, brother.
no, let Ngolo go. Let me just say this one thing, because since you're honest, Si, I debated Polite, Si. I think I beat the brakes off of him. Do you know? I'm gonna tell you, people can go back and watch. No, listen, people can go back and watch, and Ngolo
He
gonna
did.
watch.
He did.
Hold on. People can go back and watch.
You.
No, listen. I got you. Trust me. All you got to do is go watch that debate. It's on my channel. It was 3 times me and Polite was supposed to present. Polite never presented one time. He was so shook after the first round, and people claimed he won, and he never made one presentation out of the 3 times he was to present. Now, if people believe that Polite is right, that a carrot has more protein than a beef, they're crazy. If you don't know the difference between incomplete protein and complete protein, it's you crazy. There's no
That's
way in
why I
the
know
world.
you
And
You
beat
were
the brakes
it's
off.
suggesting
no,
the
it's no, it's
carnivorous
no way.
diet
No,
over
no, no,
plant
no, no,
based.
no, no. Listen, there's no way in the world any sane person who really listened thought I lost that debate. If you're scientifically literate, that's all I wanted to say.
All right, Ngolo, let's go.
Good afternoon, all the brothers and sisters. I just came on here. I'm not going to speculate on the healthcare system because I mean nobody is going to empirically prove whether they're systematically leaning towards doing bad things to people or not. I just want clarification in regards to the debate. So the topic is, are the Moors black? I thought that's just a historical fact. Like, while they're black Moors, are you saying that they weren't spearheading the quote unquote movement?
Who?
Chief X, that's you,
Are
Chief
you
X.
talking about sub-Saharan Africans?
Yes, like the black sub-Saharan Africans. That there's a historical fact that there were definitely black Moors. But
Well, let me
are you
clarify.
saying that they are? No, wait, hold on. I'm not asking, just asking for clarification. Is the topic? Did they not spearhead it, or are you saying that there weren't any at all? That's what I'm trying to get clarification for.
Okay, first off, it's not a historical fact. And if you lead with that premise, this is where everything else you think is going to be wrong. First of all, it's not a historical fact that they're black folk. Okay, they never led nothing. Islam dominated and swept across North Africa. I don't want to give too much information out because I want to save it for the debate. But if you think people from Arabia are black and swept across North Africa with all them pale folk in Africa and brought everybody Islam, if you think those are black folk, you need to do some more study.
No, that brother, that's not what I'm saying at all.
No, I understand. I know. Trust me, I totally understand what you're saying. I'm
I'm
trying
not
to tell you.
saying
I
the
don't want.
Arabs
I don't
were
want to.
black.
I'm directly answering your two things. You said they were historically black. I disagree. They were not historically black. If you lead with that, you're gonna lose.
No, I'm
And
so
then
so you
no,
so
no, no. I
you're
got you. I got you. Trust me. I hear really good. Just trust me. You said that they initiated. Basically, you're asking. That's your second question. No, they didn't.
no, I'm no. This you didn't. That wasn't my question. I framed it in regards to the debate topic, but
Right.
I'm not even going to debate. I know it's a like to categorically state that there were no quote unquote sub-Saharan Black Africans at any point of any of the caliphates or any of the quote unquote Moorish cultures. It's just I'm not even going to debate that. If you want to postulate that, you're going to get destroyed in the debate. I'm saying as far as the topic is concerned in the debate specifically. But now you clarified though. So you're saying that it wasn't any black people at all. That premise is crazy.
Let me say this. The land, Spain. Well, actually, it's actually Spain and Portugal. And don't quote me on this. I may be off, but Spain and Portugal, it equals Al Andalus. Al Al Andalus is an Arabic name. I'll just leave it at that, so I won't give too much out.
Brother, that's common knowledge. You didn't do any. That's nothing profound. Anyone that know everyone knows that
So,
that knows
you're
anything
debating
about
me
the
now.
period.
If it's
No,
an
I'm
Arabic
not
name,
debating you.
if it's an
No,
Arabic name, if it's an Arabic name, Arabic people named it and controlled it.
I agree. I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying you categorically stating that none of the quote unquote Moors, Almoravids, anybody in those caliphates was an African, sub-Saharan African. You're gonna get you accepting that premise of the debate is gonna get you killed.
Okay, cool.
That's all I'm saying. But
We'll see.
I'll yield the mic to somebody else.
All right, hold on.
No historian would take that
Let me get
serious.
my brother up in here. Let me get my brother up in here. Hold on. I'm Rob McCarthy. What up, brother?
What's up? Can you hear me, Todd?
Yeah, I hear you with the noise.
Yeah, I just want to say, as far as the healthcare industry, I've been in the healthcare for about the last 20 years of my life, everywhere from the bedside all the way to administration and education. And there are great disparities in the healthcare field against black and poor people, period. Now, I could name a whole lot of unethical issues and instances. The Tuskegee experiment, the monster study. There's a lot of different things that prove that. But I do want to say one thing. Be careful of the source you use for those facts, because that is a major HIPAA violation to tell a surveyor or anybody how much medicine one person got, how much medicine another person got. That's absolutely taboo. Now, I know there are avenues for surveys, but that's very, very thin. So just be real wary of that when you get that, because you're not supposed to tell any information on any patient to anybody other than the physician or the person who's caring for them. So just be careful with that. That's all I wanted to say.
All right. Thank you, brother. All right. Let me
To give clarity to what he just said, Sa, this is what we were talking about. He mentioned the Tuskegee syphilis study, which was in 1932 and 1970. See, this is why I keep telling people to update their minds. We know tragedy went down back in the day. We know that. We get it. We get it. It was Jim Crow race, but we're talking about in today's time, this is not going on.
All right. God Energy, you there?
Did y'all need help in the bakery?
I'll come back to you, God Energy. All right, we'll come back to God Energy. King J, what is it?
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Go ahead. We hear you. King J, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I'm here. In regards to what the brother was just speaking about in regards to the debate with Chief X and God Energy. So Chief X, are you saying that there was no? So I'm familiar with this topic in the Umayyad Caliph, and potentially there being Northern Berbers, Black Berbers in the army of Tariq, right? Abyssinian, right? That doesn't make the army itself a black army having black members in it. So are you saying that that the army had no black Berbers in it at all?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
Okay.
There are some blacks people would call Moors, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of blacks. See, you have to understand what was going on at this time.
Mm-hmm.
Was the Arab slave trade.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of those blacks taken from sub-Saharan Africa and taken from East Africa,
right,
became part of the army.
Became part of the army.
They were basically servants in the help.
Yes. Yes,
all.
but that and that's the fact. But that, like you're saying, that does not make the army itself black or Negroid. So I think the brother doesn't have really an argument to stand on, because that the Caliph we know is Arab. So.
No, but that's why I asked him to clarify, and he just contradicted. So basically, you answered the question that I was asking from you initially, but you just contradicted yourself with the answer you just gave. So,
all right, I'm gonna let y'all know right now that on the day of the debate, April 4th, tickets will go up an extra $5. Y'all know tickets is really $30, but I'm giving it to you for the 20 right now in advance. But tickets will go up to an extra $5. So if you ain't got no problem with the extra $5, that's cool. I appreciate it. It goes up to an extra $5 on April the 4th. The same way with this debate here. On the day of the debate, April 12th, tickets will go up an extra $5. So y'all can go ahead and wait for now. But if you can afford it, I appreciate the extra $5. I ain't got no problem with it. Take your time. All right. And so I'm getting ready to close this thing out. Let me get God Energy and Chief X close out.
All right. You gonna fix your screen or?
Yeah, I got you.
Hold on, let me. Okay.
Let the people know what you're gonna do, man. Coming up on April 4th.
Put me on the big screen, sir.
All right.
So look here, family. April 4th, you're gonna want to tune in. We're gonna make this subject matter so clear. If anybody disagrees, you're gonna know that they just intentionally lying.
Hey, real quick, I'm sorry. For those of y'all who want to get it, the link is in the chat. I forgot to drop the link. The tickets link is in the chat for those who want to get the ticket now. Go ahead, Chief.
We're going to make it so clear that anybody that disagrees or even says that God Energy won, we just know they're a habitual liar and in their feelings and being emotional. From my first round, the information I drop is going to be so cold-blooded and so irrefutable. Listen to what I'm telling you. I'm not just running my mouth to sound slick. It's going to be so irrefutable, sa.neter may have to stop the debate and say it's over. There's no coming back from what Chief X just dropped. This is how cold-blooded and how sure I am. You better tune in April 4th and get your darn tickets and stop playing with yourself. Chief X is the greatest debater that ever stepped foot in the House of Consciousness on sa.neter TV, bar none. I've ragdolled Jabari on spirituality debate. If you don't believe me, go to Chief X's channel and subscribe and put in Chief X versus Jabari and watch me how I ragdolled him. Okay? I body slammed Polite on protein and iron discussion. I'm the baddest cat that ever stepped up in here, and everybody knows it. And not only that, I didn't whoop the entire Amin-Ra squad, the entire ASCAC organization. Jabari ain't responded to my latest calls out yet. Anthony Browder ain't responded to my call out 3 different times. He went ghost. Everybody PC'd up and ran to protective custody because the God best is up in here strong. And I'm done.
Chief X is not playing. All right, God Energy, you there?
Yo, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Close it out.
Peace, y'all. Yeah, we're gonna put on a good show. Chief X is gonna come with his perspective and whatever his sources may be, and we're gonna get into the details of things. I could tell we're gonna get real granular. This is a topic that is very near and dear to his heart. This is a topic that is one of my favorites as well. So we're gonna put on the show here. What I think that is happening is certain things are being underestimated. He already said I'm a worthy opponent, so I don't feel I'm being underestimated. I actually think the brother's going to step his game up. I think he's going to expand his field of knowledge, and we're going to see how, based off the information that I've previously bought, how Chief X is going to step his game up to match my information as well. So I'm glad also I could help the brother and push his scholarship to a new plateau as well, right? Because iron sharpens iron. But he's calling for a first round knockout. I think he's going to die in my second round. So we'll just have to see what's going on here. And I hope everyone isn't banking on me coming with some rhetoric from the old timers and the Moorish Science Temple of America stating that all the Moors were black, right? I think neither of us can say all the Moors were this and all the Moors were that. So if people are also banking on me saying that all the Moors were black, you're in for a surprise as well. Stay tuned, y'all.
Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump fake. This is the HOK, you get one shot, this is high stakes. The toughest environment, bring you swords. Chief X, Zaqan energy, see you April 4th. Chief X, the executioner, you talk about fire, but you're drowning in lies. I see the Hotep deluge reflecting in your eyes. Listen to history's clip, I'm just reading the map. You're selling a fantasy, a historical trap. The most women be Berbers and more, not the Negroid myth you're trying to score. I deal in the science, the DNA trends, so you painting black faces on their Thunder Lewis lands. It's a reach and a stretch, man. High on the throne, this is God energy. You're trapped in the lens of the colonizer's eye, ignoring the truth and the why and the buy. From the heart of the Sahel to the Moroccan coast, it was African blood that we're honoring most. Tariq Ibn Zayed, yeah, the lineage is deep. While you out here playing the ancestor sleep, your scientific bias is headed for fall. In front of the HOK audience, you won't score. You saw looking poor. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Fakes. This is God HOK, you get one shot. This is high stakes. High stakes, high stakes. The toughest environment, bring you swords. Chief X, you talking about the Moors like it's a mystery. What? While I'm the one exhaling true history. You try to watch the pigment, try to blur the line, but those conquerors were Negroid, divine by design. From the coast of the maggot to the Spanish side, it was black excellence that governed the land. I'm banging hard and your logic is brittle and weak. I'm the lion in the arena, you're afraid to speak. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump. Got energy, hold your breath, GE, you drowning in the hype, trying to fit a whole empire into one single type. The Moors were a mix, Berber, Arab, and more, not a monolith landing on that Iberian shore. You're reaching for labels that didn't exist back then. I'm using the science, the data, and the pen. You call it God energy, but it's just noise. I'm a scholar in the trenches, you playing with toys. Chief X,
God energy. See you April 4th.
Chief X,
God energy. See you April 4th.
So, message to God. So we have a debate April 4th. Title of the debate is, are the Moors who conquered Spain black or Negroid? Are the Moors who conquered Spain black or Negroid? Listen to the title. That's all you need to know. God energy. You should have never accepted this debate. It's going to be a bloodbath. Why it's going to be a bloodbath, Chief X? Because you don't know my angle. You can review my shit of other videos I've made on this topic. Because first of all, let's be clear. Chief X was the first person to ever say in this so-called conscious community that the Moors who conquered Spain were not black folk. I was the first to make that claim. I was the first person to tell everyone that the black Moors is not a people, it's jewelry and art. Nobody ever spoke on that or said that before I did. Now, God energy. I see you as a formidable opponent who's engulfed in pseudoscience. That's how I see you. I see you, God energy, as a young brother polite, a young pharaoh. That's the niche that you come from. Exactly is. You are very slick, and I seen you. So I said, you know what? I want to challenge this brother to a debate. Let me get him on out the way right now before he grow up. Let me expose this young brother Polite, this young young Pharaoh. Let me expose him early and get him out the way.
Yeah. I love you. This is enemy.
Yeah, prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no punk fakes. It's the HOK, you get one shot, this is high stakes. The toughest environment, bring you swords. Chief Act got energy, see you April 4th. Chief Act, the executioner, you talk about fire, but you're drowning in lies. I see the whole delusion reflected in your eyes. Listen, the history's clear, I'm just reading the map. You're selling the fantasy, a historical trap. The Moors were Barbary Berbers and more, not the Negroid myth you're trying to score. I deal in the science, the DNA strand. While you're painting black faces on AI Andalus lands. It's a reach and a stretch, man. High on the throne, this is God energy. You're trapped in the lens of the colonizers. I ignoring the truth and the why and the buy. From the heart of the Sahel to the Moroccan coast, it was African blood that we're honoring most. Taribi Ben Zayed, yeah, the lineage is deep. While you out here playing the ancestors sleep, your scientific bias is headed for fall. In front of the HOK audience, you won't score, you soar looking poor. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump fakes. This the HOK, you get one shot, this is high stakes. The toughest environment, bring you source. Chief X, you talking about the Moors like it's a mystery. While I'm the one exhaling true history. You try to wash the pigment, try to blur the line, but those conquerors were Negroid, divine by design. From the coast of the Magharbie to the Spanish sand, it was black excellence that governed the land. I'm banging hard and your logic is brittle and weak. I'm the lion in the arena, you're afraid to speak. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump fakes. It's the HOK, you get one shot, this is high stakes. The toughest environment, bring you source. God energy, hold your breath, GE. You drowning in the hype, trying to fit a whole empire into one single type. The Moors were a mixed Berber, Arab, and more. Not a monolith landing on that Iberian shore. You're reaching for labels that didn't exist back then. I'm using the science, the data, and the pen. You call it God energy, but it's just noise. I'm a scholar in the trenches, you playing with toys. Chief X, got energy, see you April 4th. Chief X, got energy, Chief X, got energy, see you April 4th. Chief X,
Energy. This ain't what you want.
Chief X.
You should have took a debate on a lower level, not with the God Chief X. The God best Chief X. Now, let me clarify some things. Because Brother Ankh is running around. He has a fiduciary duty to promote my debate since he's running a sa.neter Studios channel. So he has to promote my debate. But in his promotion of the debate, we see your little shots on the side you take, Ankh. We see them. Let me just let you know. I've never debated anyone but the best, Brother Ankh. Don't limit me to just Brother Polite. I debated Brother Polite and Jabari on sa.neter Studios. Beat the brakes off them both. The debate with Jabari was on spirituality. Look it up.
Yeah. I'm energy.
Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump fakes. This is the HOK, you get one shot, this is high stakes. The toughest environment, bring you swords. Chief X, you talking about the Moors like it's a mystery. While I'm the one exhaling true history. You try to wash the pigment, try to blur the line, but those conquerors were Negroid, divine by design. From the coast of the Magharbie to the Spanish sand, a historical trap. The Moors were Marabi, Berbers, and more. Not the Negroid myth you're trying to score. I deal in the science, the DNA strands. While you're painting black faces on AI Andalus lands. It's a reach and a stretch, man. High on the throne, this is God energy. You're trapped in the lens dreams of the colonizers' eye, ignoring the truth and the why and the buy. From the heart of the Sahel to the Moroccan coast, it was African blood that we're honoring most. To read Ibn Zayed, yeah, the lineage is deep. While you're out here playing the ancestors sleep, your scientific bias is headed for fall. In front of the HOK audience, you won't score, you saw looking poor. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump fakes. This is the HOK, you get one shot. The HOK, you get one shot. This is high stakes, get the environment, bring you fall. The toughest environment, bring you swords. Chief X, you talking about the Moors like it's a mystery. While I'm the one exhaling true history, you try to wash the pigment, try to blur the line. But those conquerors were Negroid, divine by design. From the coast of the Maghreb to the Spanish sand, it was black excellence that governed the land. I'm banging hard and your logic is brittle and weak. I'm the lion in the arena, you're afraid to speak. Prepare yourself to step in the ring, stand strong, no pump fakes. This is the HOK, you get one shot. The HOK, you get one shot. This is high stakes. This is live. The toughest environment, bring you swords. God energy, hold your breath, GE. You drowning in the hype, trying to fit a whole empire into one single type. The Moors were a mixed Berber, Arab and Moor. Not a monolith landing on that Iberian shore. You're reaching for labels that didn't exist back then. I'm using the science, the data, and the pen. You call it God energy, but it's just noise. I'm a scholar in the trenches, you playing with toys. Chief X, God energy. See you way before Chief X, God